YouTube was good. Boys on here with another one for you, giving y'all something a little different, something a little bit different from the, you know what I'm saying, from the what's the names I usually give you, the current events that I usually give you. I'm gonna have to switch it up, just switching it up, man, and doing something different, man. Trying to make y'all think, man, because well, for the most part, people that come on here think, we some critical thinkers over here. We some like-minded people over here, but yeah, man, just period, man. People don't think, man. I think everybody think that they got everything figured out. You know what I'm saying? One thing we don't have figured out is humanity, right? We don't have that figured out. People don't know how to treat people. People don't. You tell somebody something, you gave them some knowledge, they don't want to listen to you, right? Well, let the news tell them. Um, let the news tell them whatever. They're gonna listen to that. That's all day. So we listen. Why we listen to the news? It's already proven that it's under Operation Mockingbird, right? It's proven that this is a CIA. It's a CIA event. It's proven that you see what I'm saying, that people like Walter Cronkite and people like that were under CIA. Was with the CIA, in the CIA. So we really got to just focus and just you know take heed to all this, man, and just really debunk a lot of this stuff, man. But it's like, how could you debunk it when people, they're not trying to listen to what you got to say, about the situation. They're not trying to, you know what I'm saying? They're not trying to, actually read between the lines and break it down and and uncover this the pieces to the puzzle that we got going on, man. They're not trying to do that, man. So I titled this Edward Berneys, man. You know, you know, brings us propaganda, right? Brought us propaganda because see, the thing is, man, they try to make it seem like it's the Nazis and oh, Europe, and it was this and that, but it's not. That's not even true. That's not it. You know, what's the name? Actually, I'm gonna be honest with you. Edward Berneys and people like that back in the day. And they call him an author too. It's funny, I mean, he's obviously written books. Propaganda is one of his bestsellers, one of his famous books. But at the same time, he's an author, okay, because he wrote the books. But he's a propagandist. He's a deceiver. He's a right. He's with them people, right? He's with them boys, man. People like that are just straight linked to the government. People like that are just agents. You know what I'm saying? People like that are just straight. See, you know what I'm saying? Informants, governmental informants, right? So, yeah, man. Why did I just get this right now? Oh, sorry about that, y'all. But yeah, man. My best. Yeah, so I'm gonna give y'all some good stuff today or tonight. Day's almost up. Day's almost over with, right? Yeah, man. This dude's a propagandist, man. This dude is just hardcore. What was I just saying right now? I was just thinking something in my mind. Damn, I'll think about it. It'll come back to me. It was one of the dopest points y'all ever hear. You know, really good point that I was thinking about and I brought up in my head. Excuse me. Yeah, man, it was a good point. I forgot it though. It'll come back to me. But yeah, so I mean, I would call the media the fourth branch of government, right? That's what I call the media, is the fourth branch of government. These people, these people are just straight up just agents, man. You know what I'm saying? They're meant to, they're meant to deceive you. They're meant to fool you, right? You know, They're meant to fool you. They're meant to con you. So sorry about that. They're meant to fool you, meant to con you, meant to deceive you, man. So yeah, so propaganda is basically what Edward Berneys' specialty was, right? He got a couple of books, Engineering Consent, propaganda, a couple of things, but just think about that. Engineering consent. Just think about that for a minute, right? Engineering consent. Let's break down what that means real quick. Engineering consent, right? Let's break it down. Let's see the definition of this one, right? I'm gonna share this, man. You probably might not even be able to see this. The idea of engineering of consent was motivated by Freud's idea that humans are irrational beings and motivated primarily by inner desires hidden in their unconscious. If one understood that those unconscious desires were, then one could use this to one's advantage and to sell products. See, and this is the thing right here too. The subconscious or unconscious and the subconscious mind, right? The unconscious mind and the subconscious mind. Really interesting how that works. See, this is how this works, right? We most likely use our subconscious mind more. So these people, like for example, they'll give you commercials with an interracial couple, or they'll give you commercials with something that has to do with transgender, or they'll give you something, a commercial. You see what I'm saying, with somebody wearing a mask, right? Or to take the jab or something like that. That is engineering consent. I mean, that excuse me is going to play into your proper. Well, it has a little something to do with it too. That is going to play on your subconscious mind, right? So later you're going to go back in your thoughts, right? I mean, you're gonna remember, and you're gonna see it again, and you're gonna think, "Oh, the commercial," or even think about it again. Oh, that commercial. Maybe I should wear the mask because the commercial. Yeah, maybe I think maybe that's the thing to do, right? Maybe that's the trend. Because not trying to be funny, men are trendy as hell too. We all trendy, right? Men are trendy too. You know what I'm saying? But this I mean, the unconscious mind works on men and women the same. But I'm just saying, a lot of women are really, really trendy, right? So a guy's gonna be like, "Damn, those shoes are dope. Those kicks are dope, man. Where you get those kicks from another dude, or even girl, wherever." But he's not gonna run out and get them same shoes the next day. Women do that. Women um, look a certain way for other women. Women do wear the lashes for women. Women wear the weave, the hair, and all that for women. The makeup for women to compete. You got these 40-something-year-old, 50-something-year-old women trying to compete with 21-year-old women. So it's just real, that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. You got these people doing the TikTok challenges. China is very smart, and China has, they study Edward Berneys like a motherfucker to a T. China is very intelligent. The people that run China are intelligent people. They shut off their TikTok 40 minutes. 40 minutes for kids a day. And you know what they do with the TikTok? You know what I'm saying? You know what they do with their TikTok? They basically, they change the algorithms, and they make it to where the algorithms is, is pushing educational stuff, build country building stuff, empire building, structure. You see what I'm saying? Business. That TikTok that we got, that shit don't push none of that shit. It pushes a bunch of bullshit. But see, at the same time, look at how motherfuckers use TikTok. It's men too. It's men too. But I'm gonna be honest with you. The majority, when I first heard of TikTok, it was with some women or from females, and the majority of females or people that's doing these challenges. There's men doing them too, are female. Let's just keep it real. So, you know, um, TikTok is a big it's big social engineering, man. It's big time conditioning, man. You see what I'm saying? It's big time conditioning. Let's look up conditioning real quick, y'all. Let me show y'all. Let's look this up real quick, and we're gonna go into some of this dude's videos. I'm gonna show you this guy is no joke. So Freud was a was this was old school from back in the day. It was an old school supposedly psychologist or whatever. He was the dude that said that he pushed the men. I remember I studied him in for parenting class in college. He was saying that men. I don't know why I took that class. I don't. I have a lot of common sense. I don't need no parent. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not a parent, but you know what I'm saying. All right. So, but he was saying that men or boys or whatever secretly are in love with their mom, and women or girls are secretly in love with their father, and then all this stuff he was saying. So he was the one that pushed that theory, right? All right, consent. I mean, not consent. The hell I'm talking about conditioning. All right. No, you can't really see it. Let me see. The process of training or accustomed a person to animal or to behave in a certain way to accept certain circumstances. Man, the conditioning is so real with the news. All the news does is condition you. When that jab was out, when the jab and all that was out, um, they was pushing that tough, dude. They was pushing that jab tough, man. They was pushing that like a month. A lot of people fell for it. It got so bad to the point where your family, right, where your own family was saying, if you didn't take it, if you took it, don't come to the right. Damn. So if I didn't take it, I can't come to a family function. Ain't that a trip? Why can't I come to a family? Why can't I go to the family function? Because I didn't take it. Because the news and people got coerced and just pushed to take that mug, right? I mean, it got so bad to where, and this is conditioning. It got so bad to where they was trying to take away they were taking away people's livelihood, taking away the means of people able to support themselves. You see what I'm saying? By basically putting a mandate. You put a mandate, right? You put a mandate on people and tell people that they have to do or they can't do this or that's just if you really think about it, let's just really think about it for a second and unpack this. That's the craziest shit. And so we talk about Nazi Germany, you know what I'm saying, and how bad it was in the Holocaust, but that's Nazi Germany though. How you gonna tell somebody, you know what I'm saying? How you gonna tell somebody enforce somebody to take something they don't want? And something that's still under emergency use, by the way, man. It's still under emergency use. You see what I'm saying? Why should I have to take this shit? Right? It's under emergency use. But you want me to take this shit. We crazy, man. We crazy, we insane. A lot of stuff we do is repetitive, so that some of that stuff, I mean, not just because you do stuff that is repetitive, you insane. But my thing is, you expect the same outcome from the repetitive. It's just crazy, man. It's really, really crazy. It's mind blowing. It's under emergency use. Why should I take this shit? It's under emergency use. It's not even. It wasn't even. They didn't even do a year study on it, right? So this goes to show this government could do this shit all over again. They could do whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to fear monger or nothing like that. But they were saying, and from what I heard, a lot of stuff, they're gonna, a lot of people and a lot of these businesses and a lot of these industries are gonna lay people off. Look at Amazon, man, right? Look at these big corporations, companies. Funny, during the summertime, they was hiring motherfuckers like crazy. Turnover rate was more, man, was more was crazier than the door. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's just an interesting little situation when you break it down, man. You know what I'm saying? When you really break it down, man, and really unpack it, man, and just analyze it, man. So, I mean, what else is conditioning, man? We could go a couple of different angles with this, man, with this conditioning, right? Um, you got these women, man. You got these men. right? You got men conditioned to the point where they think they should just be transgenders. They should be women. Ain't that something? You know, you got these women, man, conditioning and pushed to say they don't even want to get married no more. Say they don't even want no commitment. Saying that, you know what I'm saying? Or if they do get married, they just want the wedding. They don't want the marriage. Does that make sense? They don't want the commitment, but they want the title, right? You see what I'm saying? You got, I mean, it's got so bad to where women got conditioned to want to be the breadwinner and be the independent one, but meanwhile they still want men to buy them stuff and to do stuff for them. How does that work? Why would I need to buy something and do something for you if you're independent? And shouldn't us, if we're together, shouldn't we be putting the money together? How insane are we, man? So we shouldn't put our money together. We should be together, but move as units, though, as separate units. Damn, that's crazy, dude. But you know what? I see why we like that, because so-called black people, right? As so-called black people, we move as single units, but we're supposed to be a group, though. How does that work? Maybe that's why some of it is why we're in the condition we in, right? Some of it, though, because the powers that be didn't put us made it like this. You know what I'm saying? I can't even necessarily say they're white or European or anything like that, because there's no such thing as white. But I can't really say that they're that, because there's this country is sold out to some oligarchs, like my boy Bishop say, man, like my man Bishop say, it's sold out to the powers that be. I think I'm gonna label this. You see what I'm saying? Like the central bank. The central bank is private banks owned by foreigners, right? But see, why would you? And you really got to think. Why would you let foreigners invest in own banks in the United States? Because you know why? This is a corporation. That's why they sold us out. That's why money comes in, corporations, money comes out, right? You got to check your profits and losses, right? You got to check your profits and loss sheets when you own a business, when you own a store, when you run a store, when you manage. You got to check that, because there's profits and there's losses. You in a store, people steal, right? Even though it's insured. But that's why you count it, because it's insured, right? It's just crazy, man. It's just a crazy situation, you know what I'm saying? But this dude, we're under a lot of conditioning, man. It's a lot of social engineering going on. It's just a crazy situation, man. So all right, so let me go into this. Hold up. My bad. Let me go into this real quick, man. Yeah, man. So let's go to wait, hold up. Oops. Hold up. Hold up, man. All right. Hold up. What's his name with the screen? What's his name with the screen? All right, y'all, can you see this? Why is it not showing the books? Oh, it's showing the books. Off the books. All right, check this out. Look. So we got Propaganda by Edward Berneys. Damn. $12. I'm gonna get that. I should buy that. That is a cheap book. But that is a cold, powerful book. I think it's the paperback though, still. It don't matter. That book is no joke. I'm gonna have to read some passages out that motherfucker. Crystallizing public opinion. That interesting, right? Right? I mean, it's the social engineering one, or the one too. Oh no, engineering consent, excuse me, duh. So he has more over here, you know what I'm saying? He took the little arrow, man. He got more. This dude was a cold cat, man. Just like Margaret Singer and eugenics, right? People thought that the Nazis, you know what I'm saying? People thought that we got all the killing the master race and killing all that shit from the Nazis, but it's the other way around. They got all that shit from the United States, right? And they're in they're in cahoots. They'll call you an anti-Semite if you say that Hitler and the U.S. was working together, which they were. There's no way that Hitler was able to boost that economy like that without capital from the United States. I'm sorry. Plus, he was working with Henry Ford, right? The dude that owned the Ford car, the Ford model. Henry Ford was making vehicles for Hitler, right? the Prescott Bush, George Bush's grandfather, right? Or George W. Bush's grandfather, excuse me. He was actually laundering Prescott Bush's money. I mean, Hitler and the Nazis' money. See, we talk about Nazis, and this is how much we so conditioned we are. We talk about Nazis, but at the same time, they got Nazis in Ukraine, and we give them billions of dollars. See, why is the media engineering consent? Why is the media not putting it out there that there's Nazis over there in Ukraine? That a big branch off in them of the military are Nazis, right? Right? Interesting, right? Interesting. Why wouldn't they put that out there? They'll tell you about climate change. They'll talk about white supremacy. White supremacy. What is white supremacy? Another engineering tool, another conditioning tool. For you to call somebody a white supremacist, or say somebody's a white supremacist, you have to really think physically and mentally. You have to think and ponder and just know, supposedly, right? No. You have to know that these people are superior. You think that they're superior. That's this what it is. You think that these people are superior to you. Interesting. All right. You think that they're superior. But my thing is, how are you superior for one when there's no white, and for two, and there's no such thing as black either? How are you superior? And then how are you superior? Why would you think they're superior than you? Why are you going to keep you cast spells now, right? You keep chanting stuff, right? You keep putting stuff in the ether. You keep cursing and spelling. You casting spells. You putting that out in the ether, right? That goes with the social engineering yourself in a way, because guess what? That goes into your subconscious mind, and you think, and when you find an incident or something like that that's similar to that, you're gonna think, oh shit, here it's real, it's happening, right? So we psych ourselves out with that. But my thing is, there's bigotry, right? There's racism, you could say, I guess, even though we're all one race, but humans, but there's racism and all that, right? And there's bigotry and stuff like that. There's hatred, straight up hatred. You hate somebody or just dislike somebody for who they are, whatever. But we got to stop with this victimhood. Oh, wow, white supremacy, slavery, dude. There's no proof of slavery. See, you got a lot of. That's another thing. They use these so-called black scholars, right? What are they scholars of? But they use these so-called black scholars to reinforce that and to really make that, you know what I'm saying, make it to where it's believable. We believe it, right? They reinforce the bullshit. They reinforce the lies. But these people are sci-fi, alpha. You know what I'm saying? These people are boule, man. These people are in secret societies. These people are in fraternities. But see, that makes sense, though. That says a lot, though. You talking about a Greek fraternity. How are you Greek? Where is there Greek? Where does that work? Now, you could kind of break it down, because the Moors ruled Spain, and the Moors, made it with the Italian women. That's why Italians have that look. That's and the olive skin, right? Supposedly, right? So you could break that down into that. You see what I'm saying? But anything else is not true. It's just not true. It's not a fact. You see what I'm saying? It's not factual. At all. You see what I'm saying? It's BS, right? But yeah, man. So it's just crazy how a lot of this stuff works, man. Yeah, man. It's just basically tools to keep us divided, right? Tools to keep your mind locked. Tools to keep your mind right. You know what I'm saying? Stagnated. But yeah, man. So but there's no Greek. There's no Greek. There's none of that. All that stuff is crazy to me. Even though it's just crazy to me, man. But see, they don't even teach you They don't even teach you nothing about being indigenous. They don't even teach you nothing about being here. They don't even teach you, they don't tell you that maybe you and the Africans are destined, maybe related in a distant way, but we're not African, right? That's crazy. Um, so we got to really break it down, man, and really see. And what I'm saying is all facts, right? You're not going to hear this from other YouTubers. That's why I get no views. That's why my channel was small, because I'm saying the facts. I'm not saying just because you have a lot of views and you know what I'm saying, you have a lot of subscribers, you're talking bullshit. I'm not saying that, but you got to read between the lines, right? These people, and you notice a lot of people that have big views and have thousands and thousands of subscribers and followers, they talk about white supremacy. They call themselves black. It's a misnomer. See, we talk about Obama, right? We talk about no Obama because he didn't do nothing for us. We talk about no Obama did everything for everybody else, right? But we talk about no Obama, but then at the same time, you know, we you know, it's crazy, dude, because it's like we thought that he was gonna be the great white hope or something, right? We thought he was gonna be the savior. You see what I'm saying? But he's a politician though, man. And he's a lawyer, right? So he know how to lie. You notice how a lot of these old presidents are lawyers. Y'all notice that? So let me get into a little bit of Edward Berneys. I could break it down all night. Let me get into a little bit of his video and a little bit of what the hell he was saying. And I'm about to get off here, man. Hold up. Yeah, this dude is ill, man. Hold up. Man. Oh, I forgot. Damn. Before I even played the thing, that's right. I'm gonna play it right now too, and I'm gonna play another video. And I'm just gonna definitely gonna be a part two. And even if I don't make, you know what I'm saying, if it's not the next video is not gonna be specifically on him, the whole video, I'm gonna mention this motherfucker because this motherfucker cold. And guess what? This motherfucker lived to like 90 something years old. Ain't that something? You notice the good die young. Not even trying to quote Tupac, but y'all notice the good die young, and then the evil just live here forever. Why is that? And see, the thing is, I ain't gonna go into no well, I don't use conspiracy theories. 'Cause you know what I'm saying? The what's the name? The CIA made that term out in '47, but it's just weird how these people live so long, right? So this dude, or Edward Bernays, before I play the clip, this dude basically, the social engineering was brilliant, and then the conditioning was brilliant too, because what he did, the it was a what's that called? Baking company. The baking company hired this dude, right? Baking company hired this dude. Um, Baking company hired this dude to basically, it was just genius what they did. So basically, to push their product, because I'm gonna tell you about the cigarette smoker too. What they did with him, with they, how he, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell you about that too, and I'm gonna show it. So they basically played him to push his product. So what they did was, because I think back in the day, if I'm not mistaken, the American breakfast was a waffle or something like some fruit or something like that, similar, something like that. There wasn't no damn eggs and bacon in the '40s, right? That's a fact. So what happened? They got Edward Bernays. So the baking company hired him, right? So what happened? He basically, he started making commercials about eggs and bacon, right? Bacon, I mean eggs too. So what happened? They basically hired him to do that. Guess what? Right after that, the American breakfast was eggs and bacon. You see how that works? This was a power. This was not a slouch. This was a powerful dude right here, right? So we're gonna talk about we're gonna go with the breakfast right now. Hold up, and we're gonna go with the women and what he did with the. Damn, hold up. Watch. This motherfucker was a beast. Watch. All right. So this is a fair use, right? Fair use. 19 look, Fair Use Act of 1976. It's under Section 107. This protects me for fair use to play this video for commentary purposes and educational purposes, all right? Or gives me fair use. So here we go. Without further ado, man.
found that a heavy breakfast was sounder from the standpoint of health than a light breakfast because the
And guess what? It's not. Bacon is not good for you, right? I don't eat bacon. Eggs. I mean, eggs are high in protein. You work out like I do in gym shit. You know, you hear eggs this and eggs that, and you know all this and that. Uh, but definitely breakfast is not. See, the thing is, the American breakfast is not good for you, right? They tell you to eat 3 times a day. That's not good for you, right? You see what I'm saying? They you know, the American everything is damn near is bullshit, right? They tell you that what's the name? They tell you that what's that shit called? Toothpaste. They tell you toothpaste, fluoride toothpaste. My bad, because there's all types of different types of toothpaste. Fluoride toothpaste. They say that fluoride toothpaste is good for you, right? But fluoride is horrible for you, dude. Fluoride is actually a poison. If you look on the toothpaste label, on the back of the label, they basically say, you know what that shit say? That shit says if you swallow any of this and ingest any of this, called contact pest control. I mean, poison control. Why would it say that? Can anybody answer me that question? Why would it say that? Why would it say that? You know what I'm saying? Like really though. You know. Interesting, right? So they got you ingesting poison for a year, dude. I mean, shit. 'Cause up to like 3 years ago, I didn't. 2 years ago, I didn't know. You know, I was brushing my teeth, my pearly whites with the motherfucking, you know, with some shit that's poison control uh deals with, right? So what that tell you, man? That tells you a lot. It says a lot, right? So let's go over here real quick. Let's keep it going, man.
body loses energy during the night and needs it during the day. We asked the physician.
But see, and I'm gonna break something down to you too again. Once again, right? Breakfast is basically breaking the fast, right? You're supposed to be fasting. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Shit, hell, come on. Most people you know, let's keep it 100. Most people you know say that they don't eat past 7 o'clock. Am I right or wrong? Am I right or wrong? That say they don't eat past a certain time at night, and that is kind of low key right. That does make sense when they say that. I never knock somebody for saying that because you know what? Everybody's metabolism is different. Everybody's digest. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, different and shit like that. That's what you say because I go to the gym because that's some shit that us gymsters, motherfuckers, be saying. That's true. I can't tell you how what weights or how to fucking bulk or this or that or what fucking supplements to take because your body's different, right? But everybody's body's different and shit. So how could you say the American diet, breakfast and this and that? How could you push that? Oh yeah, night and this and that. How could you push that when everybody's body's different? Let's go.
After telling him why we were talking to him, would he be willing, at no cost, to write to 5,000 physicians and ask them whether their judgment was the same as his, confirmed his judgment. He said he would be glad to do it. We carried out a letter to 5,000 physicians. Obviously, all of them concurred that a heavy breakfast was better for the health of the American people than a light breakfast. That was publicized in the newspapers. Newspapers throughout the country had headlines.
This motherfucker got in contact with thousands, with hundreds, thousands of physicians, and see, this is not a. I mean, who does this? That's definitely Masonic. It's definitely a secret society written all over. This is definitely a powerful guy right here. This is not. This guy's not a punk. This is a powerful guy right here. You know what I'm saying? Definitely Masonic. You know what I'm saying? For him to push something like that, and for him to push something like that is just Masonic. It's a motherfucker, right? It worked. Um, who does he know? How do you have ties to know that many motherfucking physicians and doctors? We don't think about this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Margaret Sanger. But see, we talk all racism, Margaret Sanger and shit, race, all shit, man, But wasn't so-called black? See, these people work together. It's some secret society, organization, brotherhood thing. If you're not a part of it, you know what I'm saying? You're not with it. How would you know about it if you don't know about no secret societies, right? How would you know about it? Let's keep going. Let's keep this going.
I'm saying 4,500 physicians urge heavy breakfast in order to improve health of American people. Many of them stated that bacon and eggs should be embodied with the breakfast, and as a result, the sale of bacon went up. And I still have a letter from Bartlett Arkell, president of Beechnut Packing Company, telling me so.
When the stakes are high at work, your tone matters.
Ain't that something? Ain't that a bitch? Let me share this out real quick. This motherfucker. So that was the whole game plan, to sell more bacon. You see that? You see that? You see how we do? We're crazy, though. We're crazy. We are out of our minds. You know what I'm saying? We're out of our minds, dude. You know what I'm saying? We crazy. Let me share this real quick. Hold up. Let me share this real quick, man. Let me stop it. You know what I'm saying? Because I sent over a notification 40 minutes before I went live. So maybe I should send it right when I was going live, right? Motherfuckers got short attention spans. We got TikTok. Why would I, you know what I'm saying? Why would I pay attention to a 30-minute? Why would I wait 40 minutes? Why would I pay attention to a 30-minute video and shit, or an hour video, however fucking long this is gonna be? Why would I do that if all I'm getting fed, right, is videos? If all I'm getting fed was videos, you see what I'm saying? 10-minute videos, right? 5-minute videos from TikTok. Why would I pay attention to a 30-minute informative video? It's not no challenge. It's not no good needs challenge or no stupid shit like that. So, man, we just it's men too. It's a lot of men, but women, we gotta do better, dude. We gotta do better, man. See, and these females and shit. You know what I'm saying? You be talking to these females when they're not interested. Of course, they're gonna say some stupid shit like that, but they'll be like, man, they're trying to make it seem like they're so motherfucking busy. But you're busy, but how are you so busy? But you watching TikTok, but you so busy. You trying to make a TikTok challenge, but you so busy, right? That means you got a lot of time on your hands. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it fucking funky, man. Let's keep this shit funky. All the way fucking funky. So, yeah, man, here we go. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. This motherfucker. So, I'm gonna break down what he did. Oh, shit. Hold on. I'm gonna break down what he did, what else he did. This motherfucker's a beast. This motherfucker's cold. That motherfucker's a beast. Right? So let me break down what else he did, right? Let me see. Hold on. Let me think. All right, so motherfucker's a beast. Hold up. That motherfucker cold. Right? That's a cold motherfucker. I mean, so you doing all this just to sell some product. But see, they know that people are sheep. They know people are easily influenced. They know people are easily what's the word? There's another word. Persuaded, right? They know that. They know that. I'm not going to share this out to too many people because people, people on Facebook. I don't even know why people on Facebook be on some bullshit. So I don't want to hear no racism shit talk when y'all don't even support so-called another black so-called person's program. I don't want to hear that shit. Oh man, the motherfuckers white spread, man, these motherfuckers in California, man, these motherfuckers. I don't want to hear that shit. Cause motherfuckers, we fake. That's what we are. Fuck all that racism talk. Motherfuckers is fake. Other motherfucking races, them motherfuckers stay and live in the same house for 30 motherfucking years, and guess what? Guess what? They'll be left with the motherfucking house. How about that? They put their money together, but we don't even want to live with each other. We don't want to live around each other. How about that? How does that work? How the fuck does that work? You know what I'm saying? Real spit, man. You know, and it's, you know what, to like certain people on Facebook that be acting like that, I'm just not gonna fuck with you. I'm never gonna hit you up no more. I'm just gonna start deleting motherfuckers off my shit, man. Straight up. I'm gonna start unfriending motherfuckers because that's some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? But y'all watch some fucking Netflix though. Y'all some full of shit. So yeah, man. So what do y'all think about this shit, man? This motherfucker's a beast, though. He's a motherfucking beast. Hold up. Share this out to my other sister and shit. I got a gang of fucking. Lord knows I got sisters. Lord knows. So all right, man. I'm done. So I'm done sharing this shit. So this motherfucker did all this shit for some sales. So they're doing the same thing that y'all when they talk about inflation. Okay, so it's inflation, but we're printing the money, right? You know what I'm saying? It's inflation. How is it so much inflation? How is, the debts? How is there a debt for one? Let's go to talk about debt. How is there a debt ceiling when y'all giving Ukraine and Egypt Egypt, Ukraine, and Israel get a lot? Do y'all know that? Egypt, Ukraine, and Israel get a lot of our tax money. Y'all know that, right? They get a lot of this tax money go to Egypt, Ukraine, and Israel. So if we were so in debt, why are they giving their money? Why are they giving their money to foreign people? Because it's a corporation, and we're not in debt. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But see, why are they using terms like in debt if we wasn't a corporation, right? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Why would they be using that term if this was no business or no corporation? Does that make sense? All right, let's go. Hold up. Let's see. This motherfucker's a beast. That motherfucker ain't no joke. That motherfucker Edward Berneys, baby. Hold up. All right, we're gonna play this. We're gonna play. Shit. Let me play this one. On the next one, I'm gonna play.
Wow. While no single man can.
All right, so this is a fair use. We're gonna do over the fair use, 1976 to section 107. This gives me fair use to play this video for educational purposes and commentary purposes. All right, and criticism purposes. All right, so we're gonna go into this shit, man, like a door. All right,
take full credit for the rise of American advertising, Edward Berneys certainly deserves more than most. Known today as the father of public relations, Berneys was responsible for campaigns that changed the lives and minds of the American citizen forever, having a hand in everything from political leaders to smoking culture and what Americans ate for their breakfast. He was a self-proclaimed master of propaganda.
While others thought it a dirty it might be an echo. I'm about to mute the shit. This motherfucker, I forgot about that. This motherfucker had a hand in getting certain motherfucking politicians picked. Ain't that so? I mean, I don't know, man. If y'all don't think this is evil, I don't know what to tell y'all, dude. I guess, you know what I'm saying, the villain in these movies and shit, that's evil. And the devil, right? We're so brainwashed and conditioned. All we think is that's evil is the devil. Whoever these motherfuckers tell us is evil is evil. Y'all notice that? Y'all notice that? But we don't discern on our own who or what is evil. Why? Damn, that's interesting. That's weird. If you think about it, it's really weird. Strange. But what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? Let me keep going, man. Let me keep going with this shit, man.
word, Bernays recognized its power and the effective moral benefits it brought to society. Deeply controversial individual, Bernays himself boasted that Nazi propagandist Joseph Goebbels read his books and used his techniques. His methods blurred the lines between.
Didn't I just tell you that the Nazis took the propaganda from? Didn't I just tell you that? Didn't I tell you that the eugenics came from Margaret Sanger? It came from people like Francis Galton, right? Ooh, I'm gonna have to do a video about him soon. So we talk about racist motherfuckers, boy. I'm not even gonna say racist. And see, I can't say separate. See, this is my thing. I don't use the term. Oh man, there's you know, oh, they're segregationists and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? My thing is a segregationist to somebody that looks like me means something different. I think so-called black people should be segregated. We're the only group that should be segregated from everybody else because we need to get our shit together. We're the worst off. I see what Boosie was talking about us being the worst off. He was right. But these other groups don't like you. They hate you. That's what I was thinking earlier. I was gonna bring up. These other groups want to separate us from us because they hate us. That's different. Does that make sense? They wanted segregation because they hate us. And two, it was all propaganda and bullshit too. Just like they had you think that Lyndon B. Johnson was all right, but wasn't he a Dixiecrat? They had you think that Lyndon B. Johnson pushed the civil rights bill, but it don't matter if he pushed it or not. It was a Dixiecrat. That lets you know somebody's pulling the strings. A dog Dixie, Southern dog Dixiecrat. Look that up. That's what Joe Biden is, by the way. See, once again, history repeats itself because we picked another Dixiecrat, Joe Biden. We picked somebody. We voted in high numbers, Hillary Clinton, for you know what I'm saying, somebody that was down with the Dixiecrats. These people, I mean, Robert Byrd. I mean, y'all want to talk about somebody that didn't like us, right? Robert Byrd was a beast. Francis Galton was a beast too. Roger Stoddard, all the motherfuckers was beasts, right? But I mean, this motherfucker Robert Byrd was the Grand Cyclops of the Ku Klux Klan, right? But see, what's the name was the Grand Cyclops of the Ku Klux Klan, Robert Byrd. But at the same time, didn't Hillary Clinton go to his funeral? Didn't Barack Obama go to his funeral? You see what I'm saying? So no Obama was supposed to be the so-called first black president, but there's no black, and you're mixed. Even if there was a black, how are you that when you were mixed with something else? You're not fully. Anyway, that's a different story. But no Obama, even he pushed the shit, right? So it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy how this shit works, man. He didn't do nothing for us at all. Why did we pick him? But see, that's the thing, right? History repeats itself. We picked somebody that went to Robert Byrd's funeral. That's Obama. We picked somebody back in the day that was a Dixiecrat. That was Lyndon B. Johnson. But we didn't pick him. I guess Kennedy got killed and he was appointed. But still, that ain't the point. You know what I'm saying? The point is he was there. He was put there, right? But we still think that he did this just like Lincoln. Lincoln didn't Lincoln. See, Lincoln wanted us deported. But see, that's another trick to get you to think that you're African. They get you to think that you're African. You know what the benefit of them to think that get you to think that you're African? My bad. I had to break it down like that. Is the benefit is to make you think that you're not from this land. Give it up. Please give it up. The benefit was to make you think you're not from this land, right? To make your ass think you're not from here. Basically, right? It worked. And they never found no slave ships. Oh, there was one off the coast of California, or the coast of California, or the whatever the fuck this shit was called. Oh man, the Lucid, whatever the fuck that shit was called. Oh man, it was, bro. Where's the rest of the motherfuckers at? For one, and for two, there was no proof. Where's the rest of the motherfuckers at? And I thought the slave ships were way bigger than what the fuck they found. Come on now. And there was no ships until the late. A ship. You know what a ship is? Them cruise, the shit that motherfuckers go on cruises with. That's a ship. There was none of that shit to the late 1800s, dude. I thought slavery ended in 1865. See, you see how we're not sharp? We don't break this shit. We don't put the pieces to the puzzle together. All right, let me play the rest of this, man. I'm over here commentating shit. Oh yeah, hold up.
Effective advertising and outright brainwashing. But to understand American branding and consumer culture,
Sorry about that. I don't know why I didn't say this earlier. The engineering consent and proper engineering consent and excuse me, and then and conditioning, right? I'm saying all these fancy schmancy terms. I don't know why I didn't say this earlier. This is basically brainwashing. They basically brainwashing motherfuckers, dude. They brainwash you to take the jab. They brainwash you to think about some climate control, right? But damn, dude. So how is this climate control when they're giving you poisonous food and poisonous toothpaste? So then all these steel mill, all these motherfucking bio waste plants and all this. Why didn't they shut them down if it's all about climate control? So you still use the toxic waste dumps and the toxic waste plants are still around, but you want to get rid of gas powered cars. You're so full of shit. You see how these motherfuckers think? Do y'all see how these motherfuckers think? How you want me to get rid of my gas gas powered car when there's still toxic waste plants all over this motherfucker? When they got toxic toothpaste, right? Oh my bad, I forgot to tell you the motherfucking what's name has aluminum in it. The motherfucking deodorant. The deodorant has aluminum in it.
today, the impact made by Bernays and his methods and philosophy cannot go unrecognized. Born in 1891 in Vienna, Austria, to American parents, Edward Louis Bernays was the nephew of the great Sigmund Freud. But he didn't stay in Austria long, moving to America when he was young and gaining an education in agriculture. Despite this, he had no passion for
Another thing, they condition you to think that just the Mexicans are illegal immigrants and immigrants. You think immigrant, you think of some person from south of the border. It's interesting how that works. Mexico, right there though, or right by California though, right? Interesting, right? But at the same time, these motherfuckers that come from way across the motherfucking world that don't have nothing to do with no America. These motherfuckers come. They weren't called illegal immigrants. You notice that? Why weren't they called that? They weren't called immigrants like that, you know. But we think it's just that's another form of motherfucking engineering consent right there. Another form of conditioning right there, right? To have you think and have you think the definition of something else is some one particular group of people when when that's so broad and ambiguous, it basically that covers all those groups of people, not just that one. Ooh.
the industry and chose journalism as his first career. His first exposure to the powers of spin came in 1912, when he became co-editor of the Medical Review of Reviews. Writing a review for a controversial play, Bernays described it positively as a propaganda play that fought for sex education and began to see how effective such strategies could be. His talents began to shine when he lobbied support for the play and its message from the likes of John D. Rockefeller Jr. and Franklin and Eleanor Roosevelt. Staying in theatre, he began to work as a creative press agent for plays and performers, leaning on controversy and emotive issues to help promote plays. On one occasion,
as the gang members, the bad. See, when you think, you know what I'm saying? You're so conditioned. This is another form of conditioning of social consent right here. You think gang banging. You think motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, with bandanas and tats, right? But the real gang bangers wear suits. They don't wear motherfucking dickies, right? You think you see what I'm saying? You think robbers, right? But the real robbers, the fake robbers run away from when they're doing something or stealing or taking something from somebody. But the real actual robbers walk away. Guess what? Those are the motherfucking companies. Those are the governments. Those are the right. The political leaders. Those are the motherfucking what's the motherfuckers called? The preachers, the pastors. Those are these politicians. Those are the robbers, bro. The municipalities are robbers. You know how you know you're robbers? Because they have a private company. I'm gonna make a video about this. We're gonna have to make a video about this. Private company. I don't even know what the fuck who owns the shit. Private companies. The tow people, the people that put boots on your cars, and the meter people. Those are private companies. How the fuck the municipalities, you know what I'm saying, which the police are under, how are they going to hire basically a corporation or your city? How are they going to hire just some, because they're a corporation, but how are they going to hire a company to steal your car, right? To steal your shit and to put a boot on your shit or to give you a ticket? How do you hire a private company to do that to the citizens that are paying taxes to the municipalities? My bad. Shit. That was good. That was good.
Using a sexually suggestive photograph of the star, while, in another, promoting a play in line with an orphan charity. Berneys was developing the skills that would soon come to define his career, and caught the attention of the Committee on Public Information as the US joined the First World War in 1917.
The Committee on Public Relations. These people, it's not just you could even call, you see, these influencers, you could even say that they're not fucking, what's the word? They're not fucking specifically, you know what I'm saying, this or whatever, but these influencers ain't no joke either. These influencers are beasts. You see what I'm saying? They beasts because it's the same shit with these how are you social media influencer? What are you influencing me to do? What are you getting paid to influence me to do? That's my question. What are you getting paid to influence me to do? Because anybody ask me that question? What are you getting paid to influence me to fucking do? What are you trying to influence me to do? Something that's a part of the narrative, something that's part of the agenda, aka the news media does the same shit. Okay, I gotta coerce you to do this shit. That's a part of the narrative. That's a part of the agenda, right? So we could all be on this shit. So I can hit your subconscious. I can tell you this bullshit now, and then you see it again, and now it hits your subconscious mind to reflect back to the first time you seen it. Ooh, I'm on fire. That pre-workout got me on.
This is where Berneys would find his true calling. During his time working for the CPI, Berneys worked to build support for the war in the American population, and would later describe what he did as psychological warfare. In 1919, he used the
psychological warfare. These motherfuckers made it to where it's not called the American Army, but it's called the United States Army, whatever. To where United States entered the fucking World War One. And guess what? They did something similar to make it to where United States entered World War Two. Interesting, right? Let's go. I mean, it's crazy, dude.
the term propaganda in a press release to describe the function of the CPI, and this uncomfortable word and connotations resulted in the demise of the organization. But the lessons Berneys learned would stay with him. Seeing how effective propaganda could be during wartime, Berneys began to realize the same methods could be used in peace. Psychological warfare, he believed, could be waged on the American population to much benefit to the individual and the organization, and so began his career as a public relations consultant. Berneys incorporated his Uncle Sigmund's psychoanalytic theory.
He's not a stupid man, though. He's not a dumb motherfucker. It's not a stupid motherfucker. You cannot call this man. He's a piece of shit. Evil, cunning, manipulative, motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Straight out, sociopath. But this motherfucker right here was an intelligent motherfucker. You get motherfuckers to buy bacon and eggs, to start eating bacon and eggs. You get motherfuckers to... You know what I'm saying? You get motherfuckers to you know, you get motherfuckers to make it to where these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, or make it to another whole country enters a war. Interesting, right? Enters a motherfucking war. Ain't that something? Right? You make it to where women start smoking cigarettes because you put billboard ads um in the city, right? It's just crazy, man. It's brainwashing, dude. It's just, you know what I'm saying? But that lets you know I mean, we talking about our mind, man, our mind is the most powerful. Man, we only use 2%, 10%. But see, your mind is powerful. This shows you that your mind is powerful. This shows you that your mind carries data. This shows you that your mind, you see what I'm saying, is one big data processor, right? Is one big Pentium processor like a computer and shit. That shows you that.
To help define his early techniques. He recognized that people were motivated by other desires, that the population had a herd mentality, and that their opinion was something that could easily be manipulated.
Herd mentality. We're sheep. Motherfuckers are sheep. That's what that's what you do. You lead the sheep to the herd of sheep to wherever the fuck you want to lead them to, right? I mean, damn, these motherfuckers are just. But see, this is. I don't want to hear. You know, like I said earlier, you think of gangs and shit. You think of thugs and all this shit. And I'm gonna break down thug later on. So I'm gonna break. Somebody just broke that on me last night. But then, what about these people doing this though? These motherfuckers are playing with your mind. You talking about? They talk about gang members and crime and all this shit, and you know what I'm saying, and you know, shit like that. Which is, you know, I'm not condoning none of that shit. And they talking about climate control. What about these motherfuckers playing with your mind, bro? What about these motherfucking corporations? These, you know what I'm saying? These public relations experts playing with your fucking thoughts, dude. Controlling and manipulating your thoughts. You feel what I'm saying? Using your subconscious mind against you. What about that? What about these motherfuckers literally brainwashing you without you even knowing it? Cold. Now it's different. You know, oh, Charles Manson, oh man, he brainwashed some girls and all this. Okay, you know, but they knew it though. Right? It's different. They knew he was doing that. Right? It was some form of consent there. The American government, the American whatever the fuck establishment, whatever you want to call it, does that to us every day. And you know what it's called? It's called the news. It's called the media. Bam. My bad. Ooh. Damn, dude. Whoa. When you break out of the brainwashing, it's actually scary. It's actually easy. Oh, it's scary how easily to get attached to these false ideas are. Ooh, that's fucking bars. That's bars right there. That's bars right there. That right there is some shit right there. That is so true. That is so true. And see, the thing is, man, we're attached to all this shit by the daily, right? They really told y'all to take a shot, unidentifiable shot that you don't even know what it's in it. And we did. It's really fucking mind. Well, I didn't. It's mind blowing. See, they motherfuckers were doing the crate challenge doing TikTok. That was a challenge, the crate challenge, and you was liable to bust your ass. Motherfuckers was breaking their back, neck, all that shit, dying and shit. You know, they got you they got you to fucking to eat motherfucking Tide Pods. You know what I'm saying? They got you to eat Tide something poisonous. They got you to eat that shit for a challenge. This is the challenge. Let's all come together and overthrow the motherfucking and check the government, which the Declaration of Independence tells you to do and tells you that you can't do, i.e., January 6th. Oh man, January 6th, all that shit, man. For one, January 6th was a psyop. That shit was all fake and staged. And for two, you could really do something like January 6th if we really wanted to. Talking about, oh man, it's domestic terrorism. You know what domestic terrorism is? When the police coerce you and pulls you over and tells you that you have to sign the ticket or else you're going to jail. That's domestic terrorism. They're taking your shit without due process. That's domestic terrorism. How about that? We not gonna do that, dude. Like, man, dude, like, you know what I'm saying? Especially our people and shit, man. And we still calling ourselves black and shit, using a hell of a misnomer. We got mad at Barack Obama. Barack Obama told us black has no. This is what Barack Obama said: black has no standing by law. Barack Obama said black has no standing by law. We got mad at him. Oh man, he's cool. I don't use those words, cocoon and all this shit. I don't do. You know what? A lot of times, this is what I really peep too. When these motherfuckers talking about reparations, these people on YouTube talking about reparations for cash payments, watch out for them. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to say no name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Watch out for them, because that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. If we were to get something for reparations, it should be land, man. It should be land, money. It should be motherfucking resources, because that's what they took from us and shit, dude. But see, we're crazy and shit, man, because you know what I'm saying? We're just going to say cash payment. That's so true. That's so true. That's so true, man. Dude, we be tripping and shit, man. It's just like, and there's another thing and shit too, right? They talking about, oh man, for slavery. Don't stop that. Stop. Don't listen when people talk about, oh man, for slavery, man, for slavery. Dude, what? We were already here. Let's just cut it out. Let's cut it out. We were already here. You know what slavery is? When you clock in and clock out for work. That's slavery. You making the motherfucker rich and shit. He knew that you never gonna see. That's slavery. How about that? You see what I'm saying? You being in debt for child support, right? And you, or no, we're not. Well, you being able to go to jail for child support, but guess what? You can't go to jail. You can't go to jail for owing a cable bill. How about that? So I could be in debt for this and go to jail, but I can't be in debt for that and go to jail. You see how these motherfuckers is playing us? You see how I'm trying to talk that talk. See, the thing is, when you talk like this and shit, and I'm not even gonna just blame it on you. Oh man, YouTube and shit. I'm not gonna blame it on YouTube though. Motherfuckers just don't. We're not gonna support each other. It's not just, oh man, YouTube and shit, man. The algorithm, man. Them motherfuckers racist and shit. That's the first thing we're gonna say is motherfuckers is racist. But we're not gonna say, you know what? Our people don't support. That's on us. We're not gonna call the real racist shit racist though. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna call that racist, dude. You know how you know what racist is? Back in the day, they wanted to segregate, which was smart. That was a brilliant idea for the white motherfuckers to want to do that if you think about it. But they did it because they hated us. That was different. And we wanted to integrate. So in logical terms, please break this down. Why would you want to integrate with people that hate you? Can anybody answer me that question? Why would you want to be down and apart of people that hated you? The people wanted to segregate from us because they hated us. That kind of does make sense. When you want to integrate with people that hate you, that does not make any sense. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, my bad. So back to what I was saying about this on the tangent. I went on a tangent. These motherfuckers, they talk about gang, they talk about all this negative shit and all this bullshit. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? Climate control and man, fucking the Joe Biden's documents and man, that's unconstitutional. January 6th. But these motherfuckers aren't telling you that there are paid people to brainwash you. The news people, that's all they do. They get paid. See, there's my Glorilla and all these motherfuckers. Oh man, Glorilla and Nicki Minaj and all these motherfuckers and all this gangster rap shit. They get paid these millions of dollars in these lavish lifestyles, for one, because they took some form of type of oath, and for two, to brainwash us. Ooh, right? To brainwash you. That's why they get paid millions of dollars, to brainwash your ass. These rappers are brainwashing you. These motherfucking, they brainwashing you. You see what I'm saying? These politicians are brainwashing you. You see what I'm saying? These motherfucking what's the names are brainwashing you. Right? You know what I'm saying? These motherfucking these court officers are brainwashing you. You see what I'm saying? These the police is brainwashing you, lying and telling you, oh man, if you don't if you don't give me the keys to your car, if you don't this and that, if you don't do that, I'm gonna take your car. If you don't sign this ticket. So you're basically signing, for one, when you sign a fucking ticket, you're signing that, for one, you're guilty, right? You're giving up some form of guilt. And for two, why do I have to sign and assure you that I'm going to go to court by signing this? Why shouldn't you? I'm the taxpayer. You work for me. You should already know my word is bond. This should be a verbal agreement, a verbal contract. Why does it have to be a physical contract? You see what I'm saying? Because that's what you sign. That shit's a fucking contract. Everything's a contract. You showing up on somebody's motherfucking YouTube, that's a contract. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna break it down. The most, the crazy, the most, what's in it? What the fuck was I gonna say? The purest form of motherfucking communication is non-verbal. It's not verbal. It's non-verbal. That's the purest form of communication, and the realest form of communication is non-verbal. Why you think, oh man, I didn't like the motherfucker's vibe? Why you think females and shit, a lot of times they could tell when a dude's trying to get at them or when a dude is interested in shit, they could tell. That's why they do weird, funny shit instead of just being honest with motherfuckers and shit when they don't like you and shit. But anyway, that's being passive aggressive. That's different. But you see what I'm saying? Motherfuckers could tell. You know, you could walk into a room, you could feel the vibe. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of stuff right there. The vibratory that goes with the vibratory frequencies. They talk about, see, the government is full of shit. These motherfuckers are so full of shit because they talk about, oh, carbon emissions, man. We gotta tell you the carbon. Oh man, you know, emissions, stuff like this, carbon, stuff like that coming from these cars and shit, man. You know what, man? Well, there's burning a lot of fossil free carbon and fuels, and aren't we carbon? You see how crazy we are? We're carbon as people. We're the highest melanated people. We're the most melanated people. That's what I call us. We're not no damn black. But anyway, that's another show. People, period. Even the white, whoever European, whoever the hell, we're all carbon beings, right? So why would you take away carbon, dude? We don't know, man. We don't know. We slow. You know what I'm saying? We're back. We're behind. China is, oh man, China this and that. Oh, those are evil motherfuckers. No, America's evil. China does the best for the best and brightest motherfuckers. They make the best and brightest motherfuckers behind what they do. And I'm not even going to call it conditioning. It's not conditioning when you push a motherfucker to thrive to be the best. You push a motherfucker for success. That is not conditioning. Because guess what? He don't necessarily have to work for nobody. He could fucking be pushed to where he owns his own motherfucking business, his own franchise. Hello. We not listening. We not talking, dude. You know what I'm saying? It has two views. I'm glad. You know what I'm saying? It does have two views. And y'all fucking, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, word. Yeah, my boy Mo. That's my boy Mo, man. 20 VBs, man. Shout out to Mo, man. My dude, man. He a worker, man. He a hard worker. But you know what? I talked to him. We chopped up. We met. He was on the same. See, that's what I'm saying. Like-minded people and shit, dude. Like-minded people and shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Right? Let me play the rest. Sorry about that. My bad. I went on.
In the 1920s, Berneys was hired by the Beechnut Packing Company to help them improve their sales in bacon. The problem, Berneys quickly realized, wasn't in the product or price, but in the American mindset. At the time, a light breakfast was considered the healthiest way to start the day. Berneys sought to overcome this by approaching
What's the number one secret to making a hit song? Most producers think it's fancy studio equipment, special mixing and mastering techniques, or
around 5,000 physicians and having them sign a statement that a hearty breakfast of bacon and eggs was far healthier. He had this published nationally, and when the American population read the report, the sales of bacon shot up, and what is today considered the all-American breakfast was born. But Berneys' mastery wasn't just able to increase sales, he also has a hand in politics. In 1924, he worked with President Calvin Coolidge, altering his stuffy public image and leading him to re-election in what is considered one of the first publicity stunts on an American presidential campaign. He was then approached by Lucky Strike's cigarettes. They had two problems when they hired Berneys in 1927, both linked to women. Firstly, sales of cigarettes in women were low, not helped by the taboo of women smoking in public. Secondly, their green packaging was considered an unfashionable color. Changing the packaging would have been too expensive, so instead, Berneys convinced fashion designers to include the Lucky Strike's shade of green in that season's designs, and held a green ball at a fancy hotel.
Tell me this man is not ill. Ill. Tell me he ain't ill, dude. This motherfucker made it to where women start smoking cigarettes just by putting some billboards up of them smoking cigarettes. Ill, 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 motherfucker, boy, ill, sick motherfucker. You see that? But we don't. That's not labeled nothing though. He's not labeled fucking. Oh man, this terrorism or motherfucker terror. Remember back in the day we were so stupid and shit. I knew it was bullshit. But motherfuckers so stupid to the point where we thought Arab. They pushed the Arabs or terrorist shit on us and shit. They were like only a Arab could be a terrorist when there was no Arab that even did that 9/11 shit from the jump, dude. You know what I'm saying? You can't be so you can't be so you can't be my bad. You can't be so you know what I'm saying? We just can't be so ignorant, bro. You know, you support you talk about we just can't be this ignorant and foolish. You know what I'm saying? Right? We can't. But see, herd behavior, right? What do you say? Herd behavior, right? You see what I'm saying? Herd mentality. You got to herd the sheep to wherever you want them to go. That's how that works. That's how that works, man. My bad. I be spitting some bars and shit though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Too crazy. You know what I mean? Too crazy. Too crazy, man. But yeah, let's play the rest of this shit, man. I'm about to get off this motherfucker. But this is an ill motherfucker, dude. I mean, so imagine what else this these people in this line of work are doing to women, right? Or trying to push on women and men too. Imagine what else they're pushing, right? Just like think about it like that. Hold up.
Hotel, where the most fashionable and famous members of society attended, all dressed in the color, and had the whole event photographed and printed nationwide. Suddenly, the color green wasn't so unattractive anymore. For the far deeper issue of taboo, Bernays leaned heavily into women's liberation, acknowledging that cigarettes had long been associated with men, and creating the link between equality and public smoking.
Equality? That motherfucker was so. What are they still pushing right now, y'all? What are they still pushing right now on us? What are they still pushing right now on us? That equality, gender, you know what I'm saying? Women, right? Women equality and all this. That is all bullshit. He pushed that shit, right? I mean, the thing is, now there's nothing, in certain fields, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Women make the same amount of as men, no problem. In certain lines of work and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Women work hard just like men, no problem. They get rewarded just like men, no problem. But the thing is, a lot of y'all want to be over men. You don't want to be equal. There's no equality. You want to be over men. That's bullshit. That's how is that equal if you want to be over us? But see, if it was men doing it, it wouldn't be called equality, would it? Ooh. It would be called controlling. Ooh.
He marketed cigarettes as torches of freedom, and at demonstrations, he hired women to wield their cigarettes and had them photographed and printed in the news. Women across the country followed suit, and sales skyrocketed. But arguably,
Think this is an evil motherfucker because this shit linked to cancer, right? The cigarettes. But yet, see, it's crazy. This shit is linked to cancer. It's linked to heart disease, all this bullshit. But yet, you pushed it and got it to where women start doing it more. Damn, you pushing death literally on motherfuckers. You're pushing poisonous products on motherfuckers, i.e., the motherfucking what's that shit? The deodorant with the aluminum in it. You know what I'm saying? With the fucking aluminum in it, right? With aluminum in it, bro. We're not there yet, dude. It's not, you know what I'm saying? We're not, what's the name and shit? We're far, dude. We're hella far from, you know what I'm saying? We're too far from this shit, dude. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Let's go. I mean, it's not like they put, and see, the thing is, You know what's crazy? They won't push. See, they tried to ban CMOS a couple of months ago, right? Not too long ago, they tried to ban CMOS. They tried to ban CMOS. My bad. Now somebody sent me something that was really burnt. They tried to ban CMOS not too long ago. But see, I get it. You try to ban something that's actually good for motherfuckers, that's healthy, right? But the shit that's not healthy, you push on motherfuckers. Interesting how that works, because you have something called lobbyists, you have something called special interest groups. Interesting. That buys off the politician. I love it.
Berneys' most controversial campaign was while working for the United Fruit Company. Hired in the early 1940s, it started innocently enough by linking bananas to good health and helping boost sales. Berneys recognized early the need to promote a positive spin on the growing countries in
Okay, now bananas are good though for you. They're not, that's good, positive, good sugar, potassium. You know what I'm saying? That shit is good for you. Actually, it should. But listen to why he did it.
Central America. That changed when the Guatemalan dictatorship was toppled by a coup d'etat in 1945 and a new democratically appointed president was elected. This should have been seen as a positive change, but the United Fruit Company had long exploited the Guatemalan workers with low wages, agreed under the previous government, and this change saw their profits drop as workers went on strike. Bernays had the revolution portrayed in a communist light in the national media, of which he was the primary supplier of information. In Guatemala, the UFC were linked to the old regime, but in America, Bernays portrayed the UFC as a victim of the communist menace, spreading misinformation and lobbying the US government. This eventually resulted in a further coup in 1954.
I want to try something a little different. If you're in a space that allows you to do so, I want you to close your eyes and take a big breath in.
Assisted by the US intelligence agency, and
U.S. intelligence agency. I mean, this man ain't working alone. They just recruited him. They just recruited this motherfucker. Right? They recruited this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's like the first round draft pick and shit. You know what I'm saying? He's on motherfucking the Warriors now. Right? We gotta look at it like that. I mean, this is not a dumb motherfucker, man. This is a smart, intelligent guy, man. To brainwash people on a massive scale, you're an intelligent motherfucker.
a return to the old ways of oppression for the Guatemalan workers, and high profits for the UFC. While he also worked for non-profit organizations and reportedly turned down offers from people and organizations he didn't want to be associated with, such as the Nazi Party, Francisco Franco, and Richard Nixon, amongst others, Bernays was a man who often saw past the moral obstructions of his work.
No matter if you didn't want to be associated with Hitler, bro, they took Goebbels, his fucking one of his right hand man, one of his propagandists, right, took your propaganda type tactics from you. So you already associated with him already, bro. But this is my thing. Y'all just see, we celebrate Martin Luther King's birthday, right? We celebrate MLK's birthday, right? 16th, right? Which I don't even think that was his really birthday. It wasn't the 15th. Anyway, we celebrate his birthday. But at the same time, it's crazy how we do this shit, man. We celebrate his birthday, but at the same time, damn, I lost my train of thought. Shit. Oh man. Fuck. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. It was a good point. Oh, excuse me. Okay, yeah, we celebrate Keith's birthday. Okay, now I remember. Right? But he was a hated man before he died. Y'all know that, right? Y'all know that Martin Luther King was one of the really hated man in America, right? And even internationally. People hated Martin Luther King. But guess what? They hated Martin Luther King, but guess what? Excuse me, all right. They hated King. BJ, what up, man? They hated King, but guess what? Hitler was Time Magazine's Man of the Year. Ooh. But Hitler was such a bad guy. They hated, oh my God, man, Hitler, man. But why was he, see, he was Time Magazine's Man of the Year because I just told you the fourth branch of government, which is the media, put him at the Time Magazine's Man of the Year, right? They pushed that. They put him at Time Magazine's Man of the Year, right? But Martin Luther King was hated. So why, oh man, we get up in arms. Martin Luther King's birthday. Oh man, shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, they racist because they didn't want to celebrate Martin Luther King's birthday. Dude, these people celebrated motherfucking Hitler as Time Magazine's Man of the Year. Y'all don't hear me though. Let's keep going.
The term public relations is preferred as a glossier name for what Bernays did, but the man himself did not shy away from the reality. He believed in propaganda as a power of good, and argued that people will be manipulated one way or the other, so it was the duty of a good propagandist to ensure
You brainwashing people is not good. You feel me? See, they know that they can run this game. This is called running game right here. They know they can run this game on motherfuckers and shit. They know they can run this game on us. How was any kind of Shaq, what up? You know what I'm saying? Man. Y'all should jump on his feed, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should jump on his feed real quick. How is any kind of brainwashing good? Can anybody tell me that? Anybody answer me this question right now? How is any form of brainwashing good? He said he thought it was good propaganda. You know what I'm saying? Good, because people are going to be manipulated one way or the other. How is any kind of manipulation good, though? You see how people word stuff? See, you can't just word stuff around me like that. Something slick like that, right? And me not catch that. Right? How is any kind of brainwashing good? You know what I'm saying? What y'all think? Shaq, BJ, what y'all think? Is any form of brainwashing good?
sure the correct ideals were promoted in society, which he called the engineering of consent, and without it, a democratic society would fall apart.
We don't need it because this is not even really supposed to be a democratic society, though. This is a republic, man. You give back to the people, right? Does that make sense, y'all, or no? Republic, you give back to the people. Hold up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Hold up. We be tripping though, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, we be tripping. Hold up, man. How is any form of brainwashing good? You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. That is, any form of propaganda, right? Hold up. How is that good? Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know, man. Yeah, man. Let me know. Let's keep going though. This man is a beast.
His most famous book, called Propaganda, published in 1928, became a Bible to public relations and advertising companies across the country and abroad, with many of his techniques being used by the Nazi Party after he turned them down. But by the mid-40s, following the events of the Second World War, public relations became the term of choice in the industry, and much of his later books, essays, and articles reflect this. He lived a long life, dying in 1995, aged 103 years old, with the American nation changed forever. Bernays virtually invented the idea of public relations. Before his methods became popular, products were simply advertised in the hopes to appeal to a demographic. But what Bernays introduced was the idea of creating a want or a need in the consumer's mind targeting their deepest desires, altering trends and public perception, and telling people what they wanted, needed, and believed. One of the most significant Americans of the last century, he remains little known outside the public relations world, but his reputation remains a result of his own personal public relations campaign to portray himself as America's #1 publicist. While Bernays wasn't concerned about the moral dilemma behind his work, deeming it essential to a democratic society's success, today he can be seen as both a pioneer and a brainwasher. But it is hard to consider the world.
How are you both though, man? Ah, man. See, now we're not gonna get caught up into that, dude. We're not gonna get caught up in that. You can't be both. You feel what I'm saying? You can't be good and evil at the same time. You gotta be one. You gotta pick one. Fuck picking one. You have to. Your characteristics have to represent one, right? Your characteristics don't have to represent one. It don't work like that. We get fooled by shit like that. Oh man, that motherfucker was considered a pioneer. He was considered a motherfucking humanitarian. That motherfucker was considered a propagandist and a brainwasher though, but he was considered a motherfucking person that used to feed fucking animals and shit. You know, like come on, dude. Nah, man, we're not. Come on, dude. We're not. This is not the stupid YouTube channel for stupid people over here, dude. You know, that's another one and shit. That's one of the ones down the way. You know what I mean? We're not going to play them games that these motherfuckers been playing, right? If you know that they're playing games, if they're games, you got to stop the playing, right? Or else you're going to be insane, your damn self. You're going to be insane. You know, we're not doing no insane shit over here, man. We're not doing that. Right? Let's go.
Of marketing, public relations, and political campaigns without the use of techniques created and promoted by Bernays, the man who brainwashed America, in his belief, for the greater good. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more. We promise we won't brainwash you. It's entirely
the music. Listen to the music and shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, some old motherfucking, you know, some old fucking Hall & Oates sounding fucking music and shit, man. So, I mean, this dude was just, I mean, see, I don't want to hear that's my thing, man. I mean, I'm not trying to put it on, you know, any kind of so-called race because we all are one race, but it's just, you just see who it is reflects and deflects off. That's all I got on, or reflects off. That's all I got to say. But anyway, this government is no joke. They group up. We don't group up. That's just like saying, and this is the same shit. If a female's not interested in you, does not mean she's not interested in the next man. Ooh. If a female's not fucking you, that doesn't mean she's not a hoe. Ooh. I mean, I don't know. That's what that is and shit. That's the analogy that I had to come up with and ponder real quick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You know, I mean, we just lost in the fight. How you gonna get together? How you gonna get together with like-minded people like me, or just whoever? You know what I'm saying? Else, if that's the case, when we're just so divided and just so we're divided, dude. You know what I'm saying? We're really divided. That's all you can say. That's all I have to say about that. Will we come together? We won't. We're not going to. We ain't gonna come together, right? We're just gonna be on the same bullshit. The same bullshit, you know. We're gonna keep continuing to be on the same bullshit. It's not gonna it's just gonna be the way it is. It is what it is. Oh man, you thinking negative, you being negative. Nah, I'm going with the flow. You know how broad it said, let's go with the flow. That usually means she's not interested. But I'm going with the flow on this one, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was natural, we wouldn't be using terms like go with the flow. If it was already naturally, you know. Yeah, so my bad. Hold up. This is saying some shit, weird shit. The homie's trying to get on. I'm trying to get back on this shit. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I just think this shit is crazy. People, oh man, what you mean you don't know, man? That's what I mean. I don't even know about this shit no more. I don't even know no more. Right? And okay, I'm gonna play something else real quick too. These are the other. Damn, why did I exit out the YouTube? These are the other culprits right here. Right? Is the news media, the fourth branch of government. Right? Hold up. What the? Why did you do that? Hold up. All right, my bad. Hold up. Love After Lockup. That show's burnt. All right, so we gonna go with what the hell is I just gonna play? Oh yeah. That's- Oh, let's go with this real quick too. Let's go with this real quick too. Let's go with this real quick, and then I'm gonna play this other shit real quick. They talk about rain and because it ain't really out here in Southern California. It's not raining. It's not gonna rain for like 4 to 5 days and shit. It's not gonna rain for a while, right? But they're saying in Central California it's raining like a motherfucker. Like, wow, how does that work? Why is it raining in Central California and not Southern California? That's very interesting. But you know why? Because we got something called Operation Popeye. That's why. Boom. Or we got something called HARP, right? See, we don't think and see we're so I get it. We're brainwashed and conditioned. We're so brainwashed and conditioned that we wouldn't even think and know that these people are those two things basically can control the weather. Ooh, so you don't think they would control the weather if they're controlling your mind? So you think they'll control your mind, but not the weather? You see how naive we are? Mm. These these sorry ass motherfuckers, these sorry ass conservative ass people that don't look like us talking about, oh man, no, Nixon was, Reagan, those are the worst, some of the worst motherfucking presidents though. I mean, all of them ain't shit, just like Obama. See, the thing is, the goal is to not do nothing for us, but see, look, I'm gonna tell you something right now too. Why would you do something for a people? 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 Why would you do something for a Why would you do something for a people that are calling themselves something that they're not? Ooh. Why are you doing something for people that are disclassifying themselves? I rest my case. People are disclassifying their own self, and you're going to do something for them? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that local recordings are now
Motherfuckers, excuse me, convinced that that's not true. That doesn't exist. I mean, we still believe that 9/11 was some Arabs, right? But see, it's funny thing about it when the about these Arabs that we think supposedly did 9/11, right? Funny thing about the Arabs is they didn't go into the countries that the Arabs were. They said the Arabs were from. Ooh. They just said they were Saudi Arabian. Did they go to Saudi Arabia and bomb or raid? Nope. Guess what? We in bed with Saudi Arabia. Interesting. See, the news, mainstream media ain't gonna tell you that. They ain't gonna tell you that we in bed with the Saudi Arabia. We cool with Saudi. They ain't gonna tell you all that. They can't get into that. Right? You got to keep the narrative, the lie going, right? Lie going and flowing. That's gonna be the new one. I just thought about that right now. So these motherfuckers could make up some shit that could change the weather. Ain't that a bitch? We're gonna have to do a separate show about this. And HAARP too, both of them. They could change the weather. Interesting. So what else are they playing with? They're playing with our money. They're playing because they're just putting it out of thin air, right? And they basically have us working for another motherfucker and shit. They basically put they put the dollar out to keep you in debt. Interesting, right? They're talking about, oh man, Americans in debt. No, Americans are in debt. Damn, that was bars right there. How is America in debt when the government? How are y'all in debt? And why would you do shit to make yourself be in debt? Why would you put yourself in a position like that? See, the thing is, we got to really start reading between the lines of what these people tell us and what these people report on this motherfucking news, right? Or hell yeah, all right. That shit is crazy. So all right, I'm gonna play this other. Damn, I should have left YouTube open. I don't know why I keep doing that. I'm gonna play something called Operation Mockingbird, right? So Operation Mockingbird is basically, um, basically, the CIA involvement with the news and basically making it to where the mainstream media pushes the same agenda and uses the same talking points to brainwash us. Watch, let's go with Operation Mockingbird. Mm. Hold up. Perfect. It's only a minute long. Perfect. We cook, man. We I ain't gonna say cooking. I want to bite, but we up in this motherfucker getting it in. Fair use, 1976, Section 107 gives me fair use to report this report this video for commentary purposes and for educational purposes and criticism purposes. All right. So we're going to go in real quick, man. I'm going to play like 3 minutes of this movie. I thought it said it was a minute long.
U.S. Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA, deals in information and misinformation. Tonight we see how the CIA has been able to plant news reports that aren't just inaccurate, but totally fabricated. This is Angola, a former Portuguese colony in southwest Africa that's been at war since the mid-70s. Its left-wing government, supported by Cuban soldiers, fights a continual battle against guerrillas backed by South Africa. 10 years ago, the Soviets helped send guns and troops here, and the United States responded with support for the guerrillas. According to newspapers at the time, that's how the Angolan War started. But did it? John Stockwell, wearing the cross, worked for the CIA for 12 years as a colonel.
Why would you... See, America is sneaky like that. See, America always getting motherfuckers' business. America hits you with that counter. You know, they hit you with a terrorist narrative. You know, the other group would be the terrorists, but see, USA is the counter-terrorist. Ooh, these motherfuckers, right? Why would you fund another group against another? Why are you getting into that business? Because you know that it's engineering consent. It's motherfucking conditioning. It's playing both sides against one another, right? But you're doing it like Edward Berneys was doing it. You're doing it for the sake of money, right? And power. Just like that's what America was doing that for. Money and power. Let's go. Am I right? Money and
His last assignment was to run the U.S. campaign in Angola.
The basic theme was to make it look like a Russian and Cuban aggression in Angola. And so any kind of story that you could write and get into the media anywhere that pushed that line, you did. 1/3 of my staff in this task force was covert action, was propagandists whose professional career jobs was making up stories and finding ways to get them into the press.
In 1975, the resource-rich African country was being fought over by 3 factions. Agostinho Neto led the left-wing MPLA, which eventually became the government. Jonas Savimbi, an anti-Marxist, led UNITA, which was openly supported by South Africa. And another anti-communist force was led by Holden Roberto, who had been paid by the CIA for 14 years and was now to receive major U.S. support.
The CIA had just closed down 3 long-term paramilitary operations in Southeast Asia. Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos. They'd had over 1,000 paramilitary case officers come flocking back to Washington. They didn't have desks for everybody, much less jobs, and morale was rock bottom low. They wanted a covert action. They wanted a paramilitary encounter. The rationale was that the Soviet Union was trying to take advantage of the United States' weakness right after the Vietnam War, that Angola was getting its independence and they were trying to snap it up. And that Henry Kissinger decided that we could not be weak and we wouldn't let them do it. Our own files disproved that. We moved into Angola first and Russians were responding to us.
But before the CIA could move, the U.S. National Security Council had to be sold, and Stockwell helped with the briefings.
The first briefings on Angola literally went, gentlemen, this is a map of Africa. Here is Angola. And then they went on with a chart to explain there are 3 liberation movements in Angola. One of them is headed by Holden Roberto. He's the good guy. We've worked with him for years, and they use literally good guy. Then the MPLA is headed by this drunken, psychotic Marxist poet, Agostinho Neto. He's the bad guy. And they used exactly so to make sure that people understood.
Once the National Security Council had given its blessing, Stockwell and the CIA cranked up their propaganda machine, and newspapers around the world became unwitting accomplices in the campaign. From the CIA's headquarters, Stockwell sent his propagandists to Britain, Portugal, Zambia, and Zaire. Far from the battlefield in Angola, they wrote news releases for the two Western-backed factions, and these were fed into the ticker tapes of the Western media.
Shaq, what up? What up, man?
Man, peace.
Man, shit, chilling, man. Shit, man. These motherfuckers is going, man. Yeah, man. This dude Edward Berneys is a beast, man. He's, it's just like, I mean, it's so crazy to the point where, man, you know what I mean? Like my boy said earlier, man. Once it's like when you find out that this shit is actually happening and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's a trip, man. Because it's like you've been brainwashed the whole time. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's a trip, man. Or even if you don't know, right? You see what I'm saying? Even if you don't know, you see what I'm saying? It's crazy because you that's the whole point. You be brainwashed, you're gonna be brainwashed, and you'll be brainwashed without even knowing, bro. That shit is scary, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit is scary, man. That's why TikTok and this social media shit is an interesting motherfucking component in doing this shit and carrying this out. You see what I'm saying? This TikTok and all the social media is very interesting, man. And it plays a major part in doing this shit, man. Major part. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, we got to wake up, man. We got to wake up. All these laws, with the green emission and all this shit and the gas stove, the electric stove and the electric car and all this shit. We got to really wake up and go against this government and tell these motherfuckers enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? We got to holler at our state legislator, all that. But you know what I'm saying? We're so divided as people. You have so much different shit going on as the next person. Why would you? You know what I'm saying? Why would you come together with this dude? Why would you stand and you know what I'm saying, against whatever the same thing that this dude stands against? Why would you? You see what I'm saying? We're just so divided, man. It's just so many different things to divide us. You see what I'm saying? And the fact that you have to clock and work for somebody that you would never even see in your life is just, you know what I'm saying, another thing that makes you and distracts you and makes you, it takes you off the grid. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just a crazy situation, man. But this dude, Edward Berneys, he was in charge of, you know what I'm saying, funding wars and getting wars funded and getting candidates picked and making to where more women start smoking cigarettes and just, you know what I'm saying? And it just, people start eating bacon and eggs and shit that's not even good for you. You know what I'm saying? What you think about that shit, man? That shit is dangerous, huh? That shit is dangerous. What you think about this shit, man?
Wow, Frank. So he had a part to take and all that?
Oh yeah. And all that.
Brainwashing and all that?
All
Wow.
that. And see, the thing is, man, you won't get a lot of, you know what I'm saying, YouTubers that look like us and shit that's gonna report on shit like this because we're so caught up into the, you know what I'm saying, the white supremacy, the black thing, black this and shit, black businesses and shit, and talking all that black business shit, but we don't even support so-called black businesses, right? So it's a crazy situation. Oh shit. He'll come back on. It's a crazy situation, man, how this works, man. And then you got the news media, not making anything any better, right? Making it worse, putting false narratives and stories out. So, I mean, it's kind of like I said, they were in cahoots with this dude and they were basically, it was hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? It was hand in hand with this guy, man. They was doing the bidding. He was doing kind of like their bidding, like, right? He was helping out. But so the thing is, like I said, man, people look like me are not going to really report on stuff like this, right? They're not going to report on shit like this, man, because you know what I'm saying. This right here, this narrative right here, is this is just not the stuff that me and you and whoever else should be talking about. And, this is not this type of stuff we should be talking about. We should be talking about, the same stuff that these other YouTubers are talking about cash payments for reparations, when that's the dumbest idea I've ever heard in my life. And that's false. Why would you be getting cash payments for reparations and shit so if they stole shit from us, where was that? There wasn't even the same kind of money back then, for one, which is debunks that right there. And two, you know what I'm saying? This shit had more value. The money had more value than it does now. Right now, this is literally debt notes. So why would you want debt notes, you know what I'm saying, for your reparations payment? Well, shouldn't you want a little bit of money? Shouldn't you want your land? Shouldn't you want your resources? Shouldn't you want your gold? And it was funny because it was a Moorish dude and shit on the Africa Diaspora channel, and he was saying that it was, oh man, people be people be trying to sabotage reparations. Dude, how is that sabotaging reparations when he was saying all facts? Just because I say something different than you about reparations, the man didn't say we don't need reparations or we shouldn't get it. He was just basically saying this is what should come with the shit. How is that sabotaging? See, that's what I'm talking about. You got to watch a lot of these YouTubers because a lot of these YouTubers do the same type of shit that I just said. The engineering consent. They do the brainwashing. They do the propaganda. You know what I'm saying? They do the conditioning. A lot of these YouTubers, same YouTubers, do the same shit to y'all. They make up holidays and shit. Now think about it. What motherfucker would make up a holiday for us so-called black? Why would you make up a holiday, bro? So you're calling what's the name of agent? What's his name? Ron Kowinga, agent for making up Kwanzaa, but then at the same time you make up something similar to him around the same time as him. Which, see, you got to watch people that do stuff like that and say stuff like that. You got to watch people pushing for certain things. You know what I'm saying, and not making it come true. Right? You got to watch for people just asking for money just on the strength. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch out for these people, man. Hitting us with the false. I mean, these motherfuckers, keep it real, Shaq. These motherfuckers they be hitting us with the false narrative, dude. Like, false narratives and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? They hit us with the false narratives and wrong information. Don't listen to me but see, a lot of people are sharp like that. So how would they know it's wrong information? But if I'm hitting you with wrong information, do not listen to what I have to say. Don't take me seriously, right? Don't listen to my channel more. That makes sense. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing you a disservice. But at the same time, a lot of you YouTubers are doing the same shit, and they're doing y'all a disservice, man. So you got to really watch what you regurgitate and hear. Just because, see, we're popularity people. We're on the bullshit, us so-called black people, because we're on the popularity tip. We're on the social tip. We're on the trendy tip. If this person have a lot of followers, you know what I'm saying? If this person has a lot of followers, I gotta check out his channel. If he got a lot of followers, shit, he must be real, right? And that's not even that's the farthest thing from the truth. Just because a motherfucker has a little bit of followers don't mean that they're not for you. Does not mean that, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna spit the type of real shit you should be listening to, or they really don't have a message. That's my thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what you think about that shit though, man? What you think about what I just said, man? That shit. You know
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, man.
Programming is deep, man.
It's hella deep, dude.
Psychological programming. These psychoanalysts, man. They masterminds, man, of manipulation, Frank.
Right.
It's right in our face, man. All the way down to the fact that how we think so-called white ice is colder than white ice theory, like they're saying white is better. You know what I mean? For some reason, we've been conditioned that white is better. Black is bad. Black is dirty. It's bad. It's
we hella do, man. To the fullest extent. To the fullest extent, man. You know what I'm saying? And see, they do that with Jesus, right? And they do it with Santa Claus. They reinforce the shit with these figures, right? With these prominent figures or these people, you know what I'm saying, that you're supposed to celebrate, i.e. keyword, root word, and celebrity. You know what I'm saying? So they put all these, all of them as the heroes in these movies, right? They put them as the person to save the day, They put them as the person to save, you know what I'm saying? Save humanity or whatever, the human race. See why, you know what I'm saying? It's going to take a strong mind to venture out, man, and to think outside the box when it comes out of that. Because weak motherfucker, weak person, this shit's going to fall. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Just like the thing right now over there, they got I don't know. I mean, it just seems staged to me, but they got the Patrice Cullors' cousin and shit, happened to be killed by the police and shit the other day or recently or whatever. And it's just like, I mean, if this is a true story, this really happened, man. You know what I'm saying? My praise goes out to his family, and that's fucked up because all the police are domestic terrorists. But at the same time, I can't trust Black Lives Matter. I can't trust anybody or anything affiliated with that. I can't trust the guards or whoever the fuck or Patrice Cullors or any of them motherfuckers. Right? So why would I even, I mean, going with the story is really hard for me to unpack, right? And what are the odds that it just happened to be her cousin? See, we got to think and we got to put two and two together, man, and make four, man. We got to really think outside the box and you know, and when it comes down to this shit, man, because this is, I mean, honestly, man, this just goes to show how lost we are, man, in the spectrum. You see what I'm saying? And just how far behind we are. And we'll stay far behind if we keep this same mindset. You see what I'm saying? We will stay as far behind as we need to be, right? And as they want us to be. And you know, what about the thing with you know what I'm saying? With the what else just happened recently? With the 6-year-old supposedly shooting the teacher. I mean, we got to really analyze this. When you hear stuff like that, I mean, I don't see how alarm bells don't ring when you hear stories like that. See, the first thing we do is go into trigger traumatized mode. I think maybe subconsciously something like that to what happened in our childhood or something. I don't know. But, you know, we go into trauma mode instead of just going and thinking, let me sit back and analyze the situation and really unpack what the hell they're talking about, what they mean by this, right? And how this would actually happen. For one, I don't see no 6-year-old, especially if he don't have no training. Maybe if he had training, maybe. But I don't see no 6-year-old being able to withstand any kind of caliber fucking gun. I don't care. Or maybe a 20 something, 25 or something like that. But you know what I'm saying? 9mm is like the third strongest type pistol caliber, man. So I don't really understand, you know, where we would go with that. And then they said the teacher, you know, was still able to get her students out safely and all this being shot. It's just really ridiculous. When I hear stories like this, man, I just, you know, I mean, not everything is a psyop or a hoax, but damn, man, you know what I mean? Give me something. I mean, y'all just must think we're real stupid because y'all just tell us anything. They just regurgitate anything. But just like how I was playing in this clip, the CIA has a hand in putting in because a lot of these people are CIA, a lot of these reporters, but they have a hand in putting out the false stories. That's just bottom line. You see what I'm saying? They have a big hand in doing that. They've been doing that since back in the day, you know? So, I mean, we got to really be careful, man. You see what I'm saying? We got to really be careful and really be sharp when it comes down to this shit, man, because you try to spread, you know what I'm saying, knowledge and you try to really wake people up, man. It's just like, damn, they you know, they in a deep sleep, in a damn coma, you know? And it'd be a lot of times it'd be people that look like us and shit. For example, you see, I see people that look like us all the time, dude. Us and Mexican people, we're the main ones out here in California. I see certain Asians too, but from where I see out here, where I'm at, it's Mexicans and it's black or so-called black motherfuckers wearing these masks still, and it's just like, I mean, everywhere. I mean, I don't see how a motherfucker wear a mask in the gym. I don't know. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? That's the main time where you have to inhale and exhale is when you're working out. But anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? We're still wearing these masks and shit, dude. Like, we're really, really highly conditioned and shit. You could tell us anything and shit. You know what I'm saying? You could tell us to jump and we're just going to ask you to how high. You right? So, I mean, I'm just looking around, just seeing shit, little shit like that just lets me know where our heads at. You know, not supporting so-called our businesses lets me know where our heads at. You know, not watching and supporting our channels, each other's shit lets me know where our heads at. You know what I'm saying? See, we'll believe the news and shit, but we're not going to subscribe and listen to another one of our feeds and shit. But we're going to believe whatever the news says, though. You see what I'm saying? That is really a lot of these elder black so-called elders, too. I'm really going to put this on y'all, too. Really, you know, because y'all, a lot of y'all gave us the worst advice you could ever give somebody. Talk, oh, man, watch the news, man. Oh, man, we should vote. Vote. See, this is what Mark Twain said. This is what motherfucker Mark Twain. He, quote, if voting really worked, then you would not be. Then they would not let you do it. If voting really worked, they would not let you do it. You see how these older so-called they tell us to vote all the time. They tell us you know what I'm saying? They tell you to oh man, get an education, but they don't tell you that shit comes with some kind of debt, right? Which how could you put me in debt when you never even loan me anything? But anyway, so they tell us a lot of times they give us the worst advice they could give us, dude. And see, we wonder why we don't have that generational wealth. We wonder why, you know what I'm saying, that a lot of times generationally we're not sharp like how we are right now in this feed, and some of the elders and stuff we listen to, we talk to every day are sharp. We wonder why. It's, you know what I'm saying? We wonder why information is not spread throughout these generations, man. We wonder why. You see what I'm saying? Well, shit, duh. You see what I'm saying? You're not giving that good shit from the previous generation. You're not giving that good shit from your uncle, your mom, your whoever. You know what I'm saying? Whoever else. You feel what I'm saying? You know, so it's imperative that we, you know what I'm saying, that we really spread this. And we got to just think outside the box, man. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's telling you something from the government, obviously, a lot of times it has to be questioned and evaluated immediately. I mean, they told you that some 4 terrorists hijacked, I mean, however many motherfuckers were on each plane, I forget. 12, 18, wherever the fuck. It was one of them numbers and shit. That hijacked different multiple planes, by the way. Three, right? Lucky number 3, right? 3 different planes, you know what I'm saying? And went to 3 different locations. One crashed and the other 2 crashed into, or all of them crashed. But 2 of them crashed into prominent monuments like the Twin Towers. Ain't that something? And they really got you to believe that was some Arabs did it. But guess what? The same Arabs that they said did it, they did not invade their countries. Why didn't they invade their countries if those Arab people from Saudi Arabia did it, but you went to Afghanistan, you went to Iraq? 2 totally different places from Saudi Arabia. Meanwhile, you and the Bushes and the Saudi Arabian people actually met on that same day. You see how that works? You know, man. And see, we be behind because of shit we regurgitate, we watch. You know, we watch these YouTubers talk that stupid shit. We watch these YouTubers keep saying black, black, black all day and shit. And you know how they made fun of black and shit on that movie CB4 and shit, how he was like, I'm black, y'all, and I'm black. See, that really is funny now. You think about it now, I watch it. He was really making a mockery of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, what are we doing here? Right? What are we really doing here, man? What are we really doing here, man? You know, that's my thing, dude. You know what I'm saying? You know, these people are laughing in our faces, man. You know, they're laughing in our faces. We refuse to wake up. We refuse to, you know what I'm saying, to really think about, you know what I'm saying, how this is going to affect the future generations, right? We refuse to think how this is affecting us now. We're looking fucking crazy, really, if you think about it. We refuse to just, you know, acknowledge this, man. But see, why would I acknowledge this when I'm watching 5-minute, 4-minute clips of TikTok all day when these motherfuckers are doing some shit called the Good Knees Challenge, right? Why would I acknowledge that when motherfuckers are doing some dumb shit on TikTok to the point where it's just like the motherfuckers in China are building their country and we're basically being the laughing stock of other countries? It's very interesting how, you know what I'm saying, this stuff is playing out right now. And guess what? I'm talking about grown ass people doing this. I ain't talking about no little kids. I can expect this from some damn kids. But grown individuals doing this is very interesting how this is working out. It's not working out good at all, as a matter of fact. You know, it's working out really bad, actually. Really bad. You know. But yeah, man, I mean, if you believe 9/11, then I don't know what to tell you. If you believe, you know what I'm saying? See, they do things to take away your rights. Look at how much shit they took away through 9/11. You had Homeland Security during 9/11. They fucking pushed that. And then guess what? When Hitler and them did it, they called them Fatherland Security. You feel them? You see how that works? In Hitler's time, you had the Enabling Act. In the 9/11 times, you had the Patriot Act. You see how that works? We behind though. We behind, man. We behind. We tripping. We not, you know, we're not even, it's not even there, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not there. You know, it's funny now. It's got to the point now when you talk the truth and you say some real shit, they try to, you know what they say? When you talk some real shit and it's the truth, that you know what they say? They say that you're talking about some conspiracy theories. But guess what? The CIA made up that term conspiracy theories. You see how they play on all angles? Shaq, you see what I'm saying? Does that make sense, Shaq? You see how they do us? On all angles.
Oh well, yeah, we get played, and guess what? They get paid. They get paid, man. They get paid. These people get paid, man. And a lot of these so-called scientists, specialists, anthropologists, these are foreigners.
And
coming out of their German, what's the name? Ancestry, genealogy. You know what I mean? And we know what they was on and what their mission is. To what? To dominate and create this so-called superior race. They the one came up with the race theory stuff.
dude, man. See, y'all not hearing them. Y'all don't hear them though. They came up with the race stuff. They came up with that. Y'all don't hear my man though, man. Y'all ain't hearing him. You see what I'm saying? And see, you said it. You said it. These motherfuckers are foreigners. Edward Berneys is from Austria, right? You see how that works? Just like they use these foreign so-called blacks. So see, that's how you know that term is a misnomer. Because they call them that, and they're not even from here. So you see what I'm saying? They use them to persuade us too. Sheila Jackson Lee trying to make some shit that's going to make it that much harder on social media, right? For you, you know what I'm saying? Or any kind of, right? Opinion made talking about the anti-white supremacy. What is that going after people on social media have to do with white supremacy? You see how that lets you know white supremacy is not true. It's a theory because guess what? That motherfucker is not superior to me. And honestly, something is wrong with me. You have to look at me like something's wrong. You have to look at me as inferior if I think that you're superior. You have to look at me like that. You see how man, it's crazy, dude. You better look at me like that if you're a smart, intelligent motherfucker and shit. If we're really trying to compete, you better look at me like that. Godfather broke so much of this shit down, man. And just those movies alone. Fuck the stupid mob, racist mob, Italian stupid shit. Look at the 48 laws of power that they were fucking really, you know what I'm saying? They was really acting in that movie, man. He said, never tell anybody outside the family what you're thinking again. You know why he said that? Because these motherfuckers are going to try to infiltrate us if you do that because they're going to see our weakness. Guess what? The son, he seen that the son wanted the deal. He said he seen the son was down with the deal, and guess what? Okay, if I take the Don out, that's not down with the drug deal, pushing drugs and shit like that in these, in New York, then I could get him out the way, and Sonny will be down with his son. And guess what? After I kill him, his son is gonna be the Godfather, and his son ain't gonna have no choice but to go with the deal. You see that? And the Godfather was slick and knew. That's why he told him, don't ever tell anybody outside the family. You see, just like 48 Laws of Power says too, anybody you're in competition with, you do not tell them anything. You keep your mouth shut and don't let them know any of your strategies. Because guess what? You're in competition with them. Why would you do that? It's just so much shit that we're not hip to, man. We're really lost when it comes down to a lot of this shit. I mean, lost like a motherfucker. We're really behind the 8 ball and shit when it comes down to a lot of this shit, man. We're not, on it at all. We're full of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we'll watch some like an hour-long shit, but it's gonna be some Netflix, some entertaining, stupid shit, movie or some dumb shit. But it's never gonna be, you know what I'm saying, me or you or somebody kicking some real knowledge and shit. They'll listen to these YouTubers talk that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, this and that. See, some of these YouTubers be dividing us so-called black and women and men too, though. Oh, the white man. No, the white man didn't. Though the white man probably had a hand in it, but that motherfucker didn't put a gun to your head and say, "Guess what? You're gonna make some shit up called divestiture movement." Guess what? You're gonna make some shit up. You know what I'm saying? Saying some shit about certain black women, so-called, right? So it's because they exploit our weaknesses, man. That's what that is. We see we weak in a gang of areas, a lot of areas, not just one or two, and they go for that shit. They exploit our motherfucking weaknesses, dude. You know what I'm saying? They make us look crazy, or no, we make ourselves look crazy, but then they make money off it. For example, like these movies and these shows, they hit you with the most stereotypical views and angles of us, for us, right? But a lot of us don't really know motherfuckers. Now, we know some motherfucking people that look like us that are like that, but that's not the standard person that looks like us. And then that's bullshit. But guess what? Like I just said earlier, they make them the heroes. They make them the saviors. They make them the Santa Clauses. They make them the Jesuses. How does that work? You know what I'm saying? These people, like Shaq said before on one of these feeds, these people will come. That's why I'm not real big on immigration like that, because these people will come. Now, drop them in the European areas. Drop them off over there, even in the rich areas. That's cool. But they always end up in our areas. Why is that? Well, we don't have no communities and shit. We don't have that because we don't own nothing. Guess what? The same motherfuckers I'm talking about, the immigrants own shit in those communities. Interesting. That's why they were dropped off there, to make it to where you have no community. They redlined you over in LA. They were doing the redlining, but all across the motherfucking US. You see what I'm saying? They corporately redlined your ass. My bad. I took that I drank that whole pre-workout, dude. That shit got me going, man.
Oh yeah, what you got? What kind of pre-workout is it?
It's some shit called Surge. It's a nitro. It has nitrous oxide in it, and you know what I'm saying. It's not too bad. They don't have me like all like jittery and amped. It's the best pre-workout I've ever took in my life. I got it on Amazon and shit.
Oh, okay. It's got the nitrous oxide in it. Okay.
Man, see, that's a game changer. I don't want no shit. Just don't get in caffeine. I can drink a fucking coffee. You know what I'm saying? Give me some shit that has some night. See, that's the thing. Like we were talking about, nitrous oxide. Another thing for blood flow and for men and women. That's important.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You talk about sex and all this bullshit and all this. Well, what you think? Man, nitrous oxide plays a big part in that shit. You know
yeah. Your body naturally builds that up. It's a gas. It's a gas that your body actually, builds up, and you can get that from beets too, Frank. You get the nitric oxide from beets. You get it from watermelon. It's got a lot of L-citrulline, L-arginine, L-lysines.
I got some beet powder. I bought some beet powder. I should throw that shit in a blender with something, maybe some water and some other shit.
Yep. Get you, that. Let me see what else is good. Berries, man. Them berries, man. Is good for your post workout, like blueberries and shit like that. Blueberries, blackberries.
Oh hell yeah. Hell yeah.
They good. They help you, man. They help you. Shit. What?
The recovery.
Oh yeah. Good for the man. They good for the bones and stuff too, man. It's like and the cells and stuff, man. They strengthen them up, keep them strengthened.
But just like I said earlier, American Edward Berneys, he did it. He got paid for this bacon bacon company to push American breakfast as eggs and bacon, right? And see that's bullshit, because breakfast is really breaking the fast. So you're supposed to fast. That's what you're really supposed to do, especially in the morning. Mostly people say, or real experts say. You know what I'm saying? Not no fucking these people on this fucking news and all this shit. You know what I mean? And some of these other YouTubers, don't listen to none of these motherfuckers. They don't know what they're talking about.
Right.
So you're right. But you even said that before, break the fast. But you was breaking it down too, what I said the other day too about when you said about the immigrants, you broke that shit down. Cause I went on a tangent and shit. They come over here and own shit and treat you a certain kind of way we don't have no communities, but where you dwell in your neighborhoods, how about that? It could have been there was once and upon a time we had communities. But you know what I'm saying? Our dwellings, you know what I'm saying? I'll say that. And take shit over and treat you like shit and oppress you. See, I don't think I could really, oh man, my country, man, is war torn and oh man, the government and this and that, everybody's corrupt. Fucking welcome to America, right? But our shit is war torn because we spend the most on military spending. With America, the three thing America leads with other countries, the country with the most people that believe in angels, right? The motherfucking you know what I'm saying? The highest military spending,
right?
You see what I'm saying? What's the other one? Fucking damn, I forget the other one and shit. Fuck, I forget the other one. But those two for a fact right there. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, oh no, my bad. And my bad. Duh. How did I forget this one? The third, the most people incarcerated. How could I forget that one? So what is that? I mean, so these people come over here, man, you know what I'm saying, and treat you. See, Lori Lightfoot the other day, man, you know, she was pushing some shit. I seen the other day on somebody's feed and shit. She's pushing some shit to drop Haitian migrants off in fuck. What part of Chicago is that? It's hella popularized. Lawndale, I think.
Oh, Lawndale? Oh, really?
One of them places over there in
Mm-hmm.
Chicago. So I think Southside Chicago. But they was like, well, you're not. How come y'all don't drop them off in a little village? You know, that's the. What can I say? Hispanic? Are they really even called Hispanics? Well, the Spanish, I guess you could call it. You know, their neighborhood. See, that's a good
Mm-hmm.
point. I mean, the thing is, people, oh man, they still this and that, they still black. You know, people will say that in the comment section. Oh, they look like all this, you know, all this, right? Which, you know, what I'm saying that they are closer from to us than Africa. I could say that. But the thing is, that's not the point, though. The point is, we're not tripping off the Haitians. We're tripping off the fact that this is a normal process that you keep doing. Why do you keep dropping motherfuckers off where we dwell? I get it. You're doing that shit so they can take over our shit. You know what I'm saying? See, and that's the thing, man. You know that just went back to what you said earlier about them treating us a certain kind of way and shit. I had to go back to the Lori Lightfoot thing. People are like, oh, I ain't gonna vote for her next time. How about vote her out? Fuck not voting for her. Vote her out. But see, this is so rigged and so established. Like Edward Berneys had a lot to do with politicians getting in there, right? You don't think the same propagandists to this day that have a lot to do with these motherfuckers? You don't think these people are in secret societies? You don't think these people already know and agree on their fate, each other's fate? Well, we don't be thinking, dude. We don't be thinking, Shaq, man. We don't be thinking, dude. It's like we're just hella behind the eight ball, dude. Like, why wouldn't you think that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why wouldn't you think that? Why wouldn't you see what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you know this shit? That's my question. Why wouldn't you know this shit? Like, come on, enough is enough, dude. Like, you know, enough is enough and shit. We gotta stop playing this shit. Stop playing games and shit. You know what I'm saying? Enough is enough. You know what I mean? But how could I say that when we don't know? Right? Like they said, do better, do. Now I kind of see more what they're talking about. You know better, do better.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, what's his name knew better, but was he doing better? Edward Berneys knew better. What was he doing better? And see, he did that shit because he was getting paid, and he did that shit so other oligarchies, the other oligarchs could rule with iron fists. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? You said immigrant. He's from another country too. Just like they use these Sheila Jackson Lees and a lot of these people that they prop up are from the Caribbean or somewhere, Africa or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But see, my thing is, if we were so-called all black, why are they doing us like this? Why are they have a helping hand in this? Right? That lets you know that they're not us. For example, why is an African person or a Haitian or wherever person, if they fuck up, they'll go to jail maybe a couple times. But if the ultimate penalty and punishment is getting deported, why can't we get deported if we're not from here? See, we don't break it down. You know what I'm saying? We don't answer our own questions with shit like that. If I'm not from here, why am I not getting deported? See, we man, we be tripping, man. We be tripping, dude. Like, we fucking be wilding, dude. You know what I'm saying? But these other groups get deported and shit. How come I can't write white? Because you know that's what the status was and shit. The law and shit. And I think that came when they did the Reconstruction shit back in the day. That free white person. Why can't I classify myself as a free white person on any kind of paperwork? But they can though. Interesting. And a free white person don't mean no European at all, dude. That's what it don't mean. That's that fake status, that fake nationality, sovereign shit. But see, that makes sense. Okay, I can make my nationality to be right here because I'm a damn immigrant. So this is my fake nationality. I'm free. I'm a white person. You're the opposite. You're black, right? And that's a misnomer. And you know what I'm saying? So you have no existence. I have all the existence. You have no existence. I have a fake nationality. You really have the nationality out here. But we're gonna front and I'm gonna misclassify you. And now you have no nationality. They did us a dirty, dude. So that's
Mm.
where the reparations comes in. What about the nationality, dude? You don't see none of these YouTubers talking that. Well, some of them, but you don't see none of these YouTubers talking that shit about no fucking reparations and national. I don't want to. Slavery. There's no proof. You had the same motherfuckers. Some of the motherfuckers that had that race theory shit. Some of them same motherfuckers had the back to Africa theory. What interesting? They made up your history. So if
Mm.
got motherfuckers like Edward Berneys that could propagandize and brainwash you, guess what? You got motherfuckers to brainwash you to thinking you're not from here. If I'm African, guess what? If I'm really from Africa, I'm not from here. Ooh, I'm an immigrant too. Ooh, we don't think, man.
Right. So that means you won't. That means you wouldn't care about the state of this country because you're not tying yourself to this landmass. You know what I mean? You know, and that's what a lot of people have. They shit. They don't feel like they're part of this country, so you know they sit back and say nothing and do nothing, and then we perpetuate the stereotypes.
Dan, that's
You
why
know.
I'm glad you came on here. We perpetuate the stereotype. See, I can't say white or racist or you racist white motherfucker or white supremacy when I'm like, dude, they had the blackface motherfucker doing that shit. Al Jolson, which was the fake Creed people. He was a Creed person. So they had the Creed person, Al Jolson and shit back. What a coincidence that he happened to be a Creed person doing that and imitating us. Just like
Mm.
Silverman, Howard Stern, right? Ted
Mm.
Danson, all these motherfuckers that claim to be a Creed person, the Creed people, they all wore blackface, right? Interesting how that works. So yeah.
Right, and I didn't know Howard Stern out the country was Puerto Rican.
Oh, so he's Puerto Rican.
That nigga's Puerto Rican, dude.
Interesting, dude. Ooh, see? But see, why could a Puerto Rican person be a Creed person, but a so-called person that looks like me and shit can't? Kyrie Irving can't. Kanye West
Mm.
can't. But Howard Stern, which is a Puerto Rican, which they say supposedly has African or whatever kind of roots or whatever, but they can though. It's funny, you go to New York, you see a lot of them Puerto Rican women be with black dudes, so-called. And you see the black men with them. And some of our women with them. It's not no big deal out there with
Right.
the inner breeding and dating amongst us. It's not no big. They take on our culture. See, they talk about California is not racist. I had to tell some broad at my job this. She Asian.
Mm.
See, that makes sense. How she would say that like that because she's Asian. Why would you say that America? She talking about, oh man, California, y'all, this and that ain't really racist. The South, oh my God. I said, have you ever been to the South? No. How would you know the South is racist if you've never been there? For two, California, even when the homie Pioneer and shit, shout out to Pioneer and shit, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's seen him on his YouTube streets. I hope he's all right. But even Pioneer said, when I first came to California, I knew off the back it was racist. And this motherfucker from Chicago. He from where it goes up, right? He from one of the most segregated places in motherfucking America, Chicago, by the way. And he even said California racist. What does that tell you? So a person that comes from a racist place can tell you that it's just California racist. What that tell you? So it's like this has a facade. This just because it's the liberals. Oh man, liberals. She was saying. I said, dude, the liberals are the worst ones and shit, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? The
Right.
liberals, even if the Republican conservative motherfuckers, at least we know where they stand, dude. I can respect that as a man, as a person. You can respect that. You stay over here, I stay over here, then if it's like that. You know what I'm saying? Or if we have a problem, let's just sit and solve it. Whatever, fucking debate, fight, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But you can't even do that with the Democrat or the liberal, right? Or the left wing, as what you call them now. The leftists. You can't even do it with them because they're being sneaky about their shit. These other Hispanic people being sneaky about this shit. You got these motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? These other motherfuckers out here being sneaky about it. You got these Asians. The Asians a little more straightforward. They kind of don't fuck with us. Now you got certain ones in LA and shit that's just a little different. When you go to LA, it's a little different. It goes a little bit towards our culture, or in a little. But on here where I'm at, we're in the middle. You know what I'm saying? We're in the middle, like Inland Empire in LA at the same time. We're kind of in the middle and shit. It's very,
Mm-hmm.
very racist out here, right? So I mean, that's the thing, man. You know, and I had to tell her, man, the South, at least the motherfuckers are straightforward, and then you know when they don't like you, dude. You know where you stand. I got an exit strategy. I got to, you know what I'm saying? I could plan something now. I know motherfuckers, right? And out places like out here, it's just subtle racism, man. That don't mean it's not racist, right? Like we be tripping, man. But I had to shut her down with that one. You know what I'm saying? That right there is we stigmatize stuff and we put labels on stuff. That's all that is. We put labels on stuff like that. Oh man, fucking shit ain't like, like what it is and all this shit. We put labels on shit like a motherfucker, dude. That's exactly what it is, right? That'd be exactly what it is and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I can't do that no more, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. But yeah, man. I mean, this motherfucker, dude. It's just they talk. That's what I was saying earlier before you came out. They talk about gangbanging. They talk about us so-called blacks doing this and that, and doing this and that, and oh man, get arresting motherfuckers and getting motherfuckers on a RICO for rap lyrics. Which I mean, how could you get me for some entertainment, bro? So the same Jew motherfuckers and shit that fucking I said it that employ me and that have these record labels. Why are they not hit with no RICO? Oh, because you already know it's all part of the plan. You know what I'm saying? To get us to start to put that vibratory frequency in the air and to influence these kids. You feel me, Shaq?
Mm-hmm.
All this so-called hip hop and all this crazy purge fucking hop, I call it. This shit is to influence the kids, bro. The weak-minded and the kids. You know what I'm saying? So it could keep the ignorance and the bullshit can keep flowing for generations and generations. You know what I'm saying? To keep setting us up for failure. But yeah, man, that's how I look at that, man. But this motherfucker's a slick dude, man. This whole apparatus is there's some slick motherfuckers and shit because they got us right where they want us and shit. Right, this government, they got us right where they want us, Shaq. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers ain't playing.
Looking like that, huh?
Oh, it's not looking good. You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying with these entertainers, that's why they get paid so much. Because a lot of them are in a brotherhood and shit, and they sell their soul and a lot of shit too, and take oaths and shit. But two is to brainwash our youth to keep us fucked up. But see, honestly, that says a lot about us that's human beings are like that, period. But that says a lot about us to actually fall into this shit. Grown ass people now we're talking about. But see, that makes sense. There's no views on here, right? We're talking this good shit. That makes sense. There's no views on here. They're not checking out this content when we're speaking the real, just hard facts. So why would more motherfuckers wake up that look like us? You see what I'm saying? They're probably on TikTok or some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Or watching a Netflix movie or some shit that has nothing to do with anything. No substance, probably checking out something that's just the dumbest shit ever. They're probably doing the bad knees challenge. Now, you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, man. I mean, they made up the term influencers. What that tell you? On the internet, you got a computer and a fucking camera just like me, and a mic just like me, is gonna call themselves an influencer, and they supposed to influence over me. Ain't that something? This goes to show how weak we are as people. We're okay with that term influencer. We're okay with watching these influencers feeds and shows, and we're okay with that. You got cats, like I just said earlier, actually making up holidays for us, dude. Why do we need another holiday? Can anybody answer me that question? Why do we need a holiday, bro? You got motherfuckers saying, oh man, a museum. Bro, we don't need no museum. See, we don't think though. We're not on it, because if we was on it, we would have been flooding the comment sections and telling that motherfucker, no, we don't need that. We're gonna crowdfund. You're gonna take my money. We're gonna crowdfund for something that has some substance, bro. Like you said the other day, at least Umar was trying to talk about a school or some shit. That makes more sense, bro. I don't know what the fuck happened with that and him or whatever.
Yeah, that's a different story.
That's another story. But
buddy.
that motherfucker had the right idea, dude. At least somebody. I mean, come on. You had polite scamming motherfuckers. You had all these other motherfuckers doing. It's just like why? Look. They know that these people call themselves black. That term. They know that these people on these shows, right? That's why they push that shit on their shit. And for two, they know we have no nationality. Boom. And for three, so they know that even though government's going to go against us and shit, they're not going to back us up. And for three, that's why they pushing this reparation shit because they know that we have no nationality, right? And they're not going to give reparations to people with not nationality. That's a fact. That's something you give motherfuckers during wartime. Fucking a nation is reparations. You don't know. There's a lot of shit that we don't fucking do that it's just like elementary and shit. But then I can't say it's elementary because they don't teach civics in school. You know what I'm saying? So how would we know this shit? All right, the elder motherfuckers and shit, certain ones and shit, a lot of them we grew up with, they weren't teaching this shit. They wouldn't tell us about no motherfucking Edward Berneys, you know? Or no motherfucking, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hell
Fake
no. And see, Trump talk about fake news, dude. So I can't. I mean, I think he's all these dudes are pawns and Masonic, you know. But I mean, you got to give it up to a motherfucker that was president saying fake news. Because guess what? I'm playing a video right now, CIA and fake news. I'm gonna have to. We're gonna have to what's the name? The next video. I'm gonna have to continue off with this shit on the next one. That's gonna be what the next video is about. Is Operation Mockingbird. You know what I'm saying? But Trump said it, fake news. You know, motherfuckers looked at him crazy, talked about, oh man, that motherfucker racist and shit. Oh man, this and that. But dude, he's about to give motherfuckers basically $500,000 for black businesses, bro. That's not bad. And that's just for the businesses though. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, man, like, damn. But guess what? We put a motherfucker in there that ain't giving us. They didn't even want to give the black college, so-called black college. Those aren't black colleges. They're not owned. Well, I guess you could say black because that's a misnomer. But they are not owned by people that look like me and you. They're owned and they're named
No.
Confederate motherfuckers, or even the Confederacy actually was us and shit. But the fake Confederate. The lie, the scammers and the liars, right? And the rednecks. How about that? So, yeah, these motherfuckers. So, you know, they was named after them. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just crazy how, you know what I'm saying? We talk about HBCUs. Oh man, what's the name? Is a sellout. I'm sorry, but these women are out of their mind. I'm not trying to be funny or not trying to be like sexist or nothing, but you can't listen to a lot of these. Y'all the main ones that get influenced, bro. Y'all the main ones that follow trends. Why would I listen to you when you are easily manipulated? Why would I listen to what you have to say? It doesn't make no sense. But you know what I'm saying? It's just like it's crazy, man. You see what I'm saying? It's fucking it's out of this world, man. You know, right? It's just like, I mean, fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, on so many different levels, man, we just getting played. Like you've been saying, man, they getting paid. Right? I mean, they have videos about this. It's not hidden.
No, it's not hidden.
Edward Berneys, you know what I'm saying, influenced the Nazis and shit on this shit. Because, I mean, that makes sense. Any fucking country or, you know, because Germany's the actual country. This is not. But any country that would, what's his name, you see what I'm saying, that would manipulate the masses of their people, that says a lot about them, man. That's like a bioweapon, because what did they call it? They call it psychological warfare, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's where they get us when they talk about these nukes and shit, man. These motherfuckers, oh man, the nukes and oh man, well shit, they might have motherfucking nuclear arms and weapons and shit, dude. What are you talking about? Fuck nuclear arms. These motherfuckers are psychologically killing us. Making us with the warfare on the mind, bro. Like what? Fuck that. You see how they distract us. They move the goalposts like a motherfucker and shit. They hella move the goalposts. Hella move the goalposts, man. That shit is, man, on the 40, man, the first yard line, man. You know, like real shit, man. Well, I'm gonna play like 5 more minutes of this video, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stockwell's CIA man also wined and dined Western journalists and gave them personal briefings. His man in Zambia was particularly enthusiastic.
He ran a story that the city of Malanje had been captured by the UNITA forces, and in doing so, it captured 20 Russian advisors. And they thought this would show that Russians were running the thing in Angola. There weren't Russian advisors. It wasn't a factor, and we knew that.
What do you want?
I want a job that I don't hate. I want to do something that matters, but I don't know what that thing is. I feel like I want somebody to tell me exactly what to do. I want to stop feeling like if I take one more step, I'm just going to fall into a pit forever.
I mean, what do you want to eat?
Oh, pad thai.
Yeah, so 2 orders of pad thai. Yep, that's everything.
But the story did well. The Toronto Star, like many newspapers, picked it up from Reuters news agency. It was also carried in the Montreal Gazette and in the Vancouver Sun.
I remember reporting that very clearly.
Fred Berglund was the Reuters reporter who filed.
So you basically, these motherfuckers, dangerous motherfuckers. So you basically said that there was Russian presence there and there wasn't, just so you could fund the other group, just so you could be corrupt and give these motherfuckers money and all this bullshit, so they could do your bidding with their money. Ooh, damn, these motherfuckers, cold motherfuckers, boy. That's our government.
The story from Zambia.
Years later, I discovered that a little CIA misinformation expert had sat in the U.S. Embassy in Lusaka and had composed that communique, and it bore absolutely no relationship at all to truth. You've got to remember, at that stage, during a war, you're working under incredible pressure.
So, Shaq, so look, they need to take that word misinformation, they need to take that shit off the shelf. They need to stop saying that completely. How is this misinformation, them saying some shit you don't agree with, when you have an actual panel, you have a group of the government called the CIA that produces misinformation. Ooh, gives the misinformation to the media to put out. Ooh, so how is there misinformation then? Y'all need to strike that. Y'all need to. You know what? As a matter of fact, it should just be used towards the government. You see how they do that? So that's misinformation. But when we say something they don't agree with, that's misinformation. Damn, these motherfuckers is clever, man.
Pressure. I worked for 4 months without a day off for 16 hours a day. And all that was wanted was a flow of information. I mean, I'd done the same in the Middle East war. I was based in Damascus. I mean, in the first week of the war in Damascus, I wiped out the Israeli Air Force 3 times over with official statements.
Reuters, with its headquarters here on London's Fleet Street, is one of the world's largest news agencies. Its international bureaus provide many newspapers with their only source of news from far parts of the globe.
Well, I mean, with hindsight, some of the official statements from the side I was reporting, and I stress from the side I was reporting, but also from the side that people in Luanda with the MPLA reporting, clearly most of those statements were completely false.
The CIA man in Zambia soon came up with an even better story.
He had some Cuban soldiers raping some young Angolan girls. Then there was a battle, and he had that Cuban unit cut off and captured. And then he had the Cuban women, the victims, identifying their rapists. And then there was a trial, and they were convicted. And then he had them executed by a firing squad of the women who had supposedly been violated, with photographs of young African women with weapons shooting down these Cubans. There had never been a rape. There had never been the military action. The Cubans had never been captured. It was all fiction.
Fiction, maybe. but it showed up on the front page of papers like the Toronto Star. The Toronto Globe and Mail also ran the story, and its headline attributed it to Angolan guerrillas. Many other Canadian newspapers in cities like Winnipeg, Montreal, and Halifax picked up the story.
Basically, and to put it very crudely, you can publish any old crap you like, and it will get newspaper room.
That's crazy, dude. So, I mean, why do they use? Why is that word misinformation only used to the public though, or not the government? You notice that? I mean, I know it's the mainstream, the ones using that term against us and shit and put that out there. These motherfuckers, these propagandists. But why is it not the other way around? Why is it not used towards these motherfuckers, dude? You know what I'm saying? I think that's that's gonna be the new thing. When we talk about the media, we're gonna be talking about the misinformation crowd. We're gonna refer to any kind of misinformation. We use that word, it's gonna be towards the media from now on, man. Yeah, that's more like it. That's more like it. You know what I'm saying? Because this is bullshit. You know, we don't have no establishment to where, you know what I'm saying, if all of us get together as human beings and people, we don't have no establishment and shit for some shit. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of government and, you know, CIA arm and the FBI arm and a branch of government to where it's legislative, judicial, and you know what I'm saying? And executive. You feel me? Like, they got that. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like they have the tools. You know what I'm saying? But how are you governing over us and shit, man, when we're paying the taxes and we're paying you? You're supposed to be working for us and shit. But I guess obviously not, right? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man.
But despite the best efforts of the CIA, the armies it supported didn't stand much of a chance once Cuban soldiers showed up. The force led by the man who'd been on the CIA payroll, Holden Roberto, was wiped out. And UNITA and the South Africans made a hasty retreat. Back in Washington, Congress didn't want another Vietnam and voted against spending any more money in Angola. More recently, the CIA has found work for its skilled writers in Central America, particularly in the campaign against the Sandinistas in Nicaragua. First, the arms flow story. According to President Reagan, Nicaragua supplied guns to left-wing guerrillas in neighboring El Salvador.
The Sandinista dictatorship of Nicaragua.
You know what? This is dangerous. You know why it's dangerous? Because that a lot of you know, our family members and people we know and people that look like us, right? Other older people, elders and shit like that, they got hooked off of crack, dude. They became crackheads because of this man right here, and coke addicts because of this man right here, this piece of shit right here. And she talking about Edward Berneys, oh man, the propaganda, he was using it for good. These motherfuckers use the propaganda for bad. If it's not in your best interest, and you're supposed to be the taxpayer, you're supposed to be the motherfucker that the Constitution is talking about, and the Constitution for you, and these laws and bylaws are supposed to be for you. How the fuck is it good? Any kind of good propaganda if it's not in your best interest. You see how we crazy, man. We're out to lunch, man. We be tripping, man. We really be tripping. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker used this shit and see they did this shit. And look at George Bush in the back of him, right there. They used this shit against us, right? They knew damn well these motherfuckers had strategies. They study us. These motherfuckers been knew what they was gonna do before they did it. I mean, come on now. Lawrence Fishburne was talking about in the movie fucking Boys in the Hood in 1992. They was talking about gentrification way back then. Look at most of LA now is gentrified. How about that in the 2000s, late 2000s? How about that? Interesting, right? Talking about that shit in that movie because they tell you the truth in the movies and the lies in the motherfucking on the TV, baby. That's just how that works. But this piece of shit right here, you know what I'm saying? You know, this motherfucking shit really, this low life motherfucker and shit really use, you know what I'm saying, this propaganda to really fuck most of America up and shit. The white motherfuckers, shit, hell, these motherfuckers got sprung off that shit too, strung out too. The Europeans, they got strung out too, not just us, right? it didn't just go into our communities. It went to the Europeans, but it went to the suburbs too, right? The better, well-off communities, right?
You got to realize, who do you think they started on? Who do you think they started practicing on first?
Ooh, dude. Damn.
Yeah, because it was, I guess it was passed around that so-called the melanated people, so-called black folks, has a high threshold of pain. So now they wanted to so-called spread out and test a lot of these psychological, these experiments, chemical experiments, surgeries and stuff on us.
Yo, computer bots, what's up? What's going on, man? Hey, you damn. And see the same motherfucking propaganda, see the same motherfucking shit that gave you the out of Africa theory in the fucking and the what's the other shit? And the you know what I'm saying? The race theory and all that shit. That's the same you're right. That's one of the same motherfuckers and shit that fucking hit us with that. Oh man, they're more tribute to pain and all this shit, and they could take all. See, we gotta stop this shit. Stop listening to these motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers ain't shit. Karl Marx, all these motherfuckers. Who else? Darwin and Freud and all these motherfuckers and fuck all that shit. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers is talking about a bunch of bullshit. And guess what? Karl Marx and shit pushed and started that motherfucking feminist shit, right? Oh man, Karl Marx, man, you're not subscribed to him. Okay, well that motherfucker, y'all talking about you're against feminism. Why would a man push for feminism, bro? That lets you know these people been engineering and conditioning us, right? Barack Obama wasn't for reparations, but guess what? Barack Obama also said that black has no standing by law. Interesting. Sometimes these motherfuckers try to tell you something. You want to, but they're racist or they're sellouts or they're coons. We don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? But he broke that shit down. In a beta male, in a low life. Yeah, he was a low life. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you got all these people talking about this crazy ass shit when it comes down. Oh man, these motherfuckers are the theories, and that's why they're called theories, man. No facts, right? You see what I'm saying, Shaq? Ain't no facts in a motherfucking theory. See, you got these motherfuckers talking about, oh man, I'm against critical race theory, but you know what I'm saying? The funny thing about it is and shit, you know what I'm saying? You're not against any of these other theories. Are you gonna say that Karl Marx was wrong? Especially these Europeans that talk about they critical race theory. Okay, are you gonna call out Karl Marx? Right? And then the other dude that made the race. Who was the dude that made the race? What's his name? Shaq. That was Darwin, right?
Yeah, I think it was Charles Darwin was one of them. Yeah.
So it's just like, come on, man. Are you against them then? Fuck, let's go against the motherfucker that made the word race up. Period. How about that? See, I don't. That's why when oh man, I'm a Republican and this and that. And, they be European and shit. A lot of them are so full of shit. And they don't know shit either. Just because a motherfucker look like them and they don't mean he knows shit. A lot of them they be on some dumb shit. Like, bro, oh man, I'm against this and that for your reparations. But see, okay, if you could break it down in a way to where, I just broke it down about the reparation thing, that makes sense. I would probably agree with you on that. But you're against reparations because it's for us and shit. But you're not against when the Asians got the Asian hate bill, though. You're not. Why weren't you against that? The Republicans, they both voted a bipartisan shit when it came down to Republicans. Ain't that something? So that means damn near the same amount of motherfucking Democrats voted for that shit, same amount of Republicans. Interesting. You see what I'm saying? When the Jews got the shit, I thought y'all hated Jews, dude. I thought y'all white supremacists supposedly hate Jews so much. How come y'all didn't get into an uproar when they got their reparations? And why were you giving them reparations if whatever happened to them happened in Europe and shit? Oh, my bad. We got a connection with Israel and shit. We're like the same thing. I get it and shit. I ain't gonna tell you that Israel's fourth in arms, right? Like fifth in arms and like fourth in nuclear fucking weapons. They ain't gonna tell you that. Nah. We don't talk about Israel having nuclear weapons though, right? Why is that? Oh, because they're our ally. It makes sense. But we don't talk. We talk about all these other countries having nuclear weapons. We be lying and shit. It don't matter, man. Should none of us have? None of these motherfuckers have it. How about that? Just like I said earlier, Shaq, on that global warming shit. Oh man, global warming and shit. Oh man, this country and shit. But why do y'all still have toxic waste plants then, man? Why do you still sell cigarettes, dude?
Ooh, talk about it.
Why do you know what I'm saying, dude? Why do you still have refineries and all this other shit, and it's not good for the fucking ozone either and shit?
Why they still allowing Vaseline, aka petroleum jelly, for people to use that shit, put it on their body? Yeah, buddy.
Motherfuckers, you can't trust no damn government. You crazy, you know? You out of your mind. So this dude Ronald Reagan, they did all that shit. It was a lie. And then basically, you know, the Santanitas and shit. Even if Russia was supporting the Santanitas, why are you going to go and do opposite and support the Contras? But see, they did the same thing, didn't they? They just said the other president just did that. Was it Nixon or something? Did the same shit in the clip earlier in the clip. So history repeats itself. I get it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they tell you.
The Republican, this motherfucker shipped a gang of motherfucking immigrants here too in the 80s, right?
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Bill Clinton did the same shit with the NAFTA shit, right? No, excuse me, my bad. He outsourced. My bad. This motherfucker outsourced a gang of jobs and outsourced a gang of shit in the 80s, and Bill Clinton did it in the 90s. Why? Oh, interesting. This motherfucker Republican, and Bill Clinton is a Democrat. I thought these motherfuckers hated each other, right? You see how they do us? They play us, man. It's our fault though, because we're not rising up and shit. We're not like, oh shit. You know. If you sick and tired, you're gonna show you sick and tired. Right?
Yep.
Both these wives are just men and women in crisis that don't know how to survive in the world, men and women. They need to find something else to leave black people alone. Whatever Black Truth said, white supremacy loves taking both sides of the argument. Democrats are the Republicans, and the Republicans have been working together for a long. Oh yeah, of course they've been working together for a long time. But see, that's the way to divide you, by hitting you with that social engineering, right? Hitting you with conditioning, having you thinking that they have beef, some sort of beef, right? We can't really believe in this shit. You know what I'm saying? We can't. It's just like, I mean, you can't keep falling for the same shit every time, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dude. Enough is enough and shit. Enough is enough. All right. That's my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really got to get our shit together, man. Really just, pull together, man. And just, you know what I'm saying? And just be vigilant, man. And be like-minded kind of people, man. Because, yeah, but this dude, Ronald Reagan, man, you know what I'm saying? And this government, man, it's going to be the same old, same old. We're not coming together. You know, we're keeping everything that's divided, or we're keeping that, making it to where it's staying. Y'all know what I mean. It's gonna that's just what's gonna happen. You know, it's gonna stay like that for a minute, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna stay like that for a while, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be the same old round and round. You know what I'm saying? Carousel. You feel me? Like, it's gonna be the same old, man. You know, but these dudes, man, it's just sad that we're getting socially engineered, man, and conditioned on the daily, man. You know what I'm saying? And but see, that makes that, you know, if you think about it, we're that much more. It's like the more and more we get engineered and conditioned, the more and more inhuman we act for each other. You can't even hold the door open for a female nowadays because she think there's some kind of ulterior motive, or she probably just don't give a fuck. She's just that much of an asshole because she don't have no home training by her elders or whatever, to where, you know what I'm saying, she just don't respect that or doesn't see the concept in an actual gentleman. You know, you got motherfuckers that don't even, you know, that look like you, that won't even speak to you. right? It's just or motherfuckers, you coming into something or going into something, and motherfuckers won't even hold the door open for you. They close the right in front of you and shit, you know what I'm saying, and close the door, you know what I'm saying? Make sure the door closed on you. Shit like that is just very inhumane to me. We're just that much separated, man, by the daily. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers see, you lose your wallet as a motherfucker steal, take shit out your wallet. You know what I'm saying? You take, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? We gonna say? What you
I said,
saying?
yeah, right. He said it's still shit out your wallet.
That's really fucked up. We're just it's the more and more social media, the more and more we can condition, the more and more inhumane we act. Fucking the fucking ASPA fucking got a humane society. The motherfucking animals got the fucking humane society. Where's our humane society? We don't even got no human rights, motherfuckers, man. Pushing the human rights and nothing like that. But we got motherfucking civil rights. We got that shit. A cop beating you upside the head is not no civil rights. That's a fucking human rights violation. What the hell does being civil have to do with not getting hit upside the head, bro? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? But that's how they play on us. Play on words, play on laws, all that. You see what I'm saying? And they did a good job of it, man. But man, yeah, we're just that much this social media shit and this conditioning shit just got us that much more separated from each other on the daily basis. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's sad. They got it to where they, I mean, even if you don't get traditionally married, but they, just still courtship. They got it to where even courtship is not happening no more. You got more people that's separated than married, you know, for over to you know what I'm saying, now than 20 years ago. It's sad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they got it to where women don't even want to, and shit. Women used to want to get married. They was the main one. They used to want to get married. Is the women, you know, and then they used to want the kids and the babies and shit. Now females, you know what I'm saying? They're aborting babies more than ever, right? And if they're having babies, they use them for political, and monetary means, right? So I mean, it's crazy, man. It's just the roles reversing and shit. You got these bras acting like men, and you got these men. It's just crazy, man. Now these are something called a transgender now.
Yep. Wow.
I mean, damn, dude. So, and they're saying I'm a woman and we're women and shit. And it's so. I mean, I don't want to hear black women. I don't want to hear y'all talking about. See, the main topic I've noticed from a lot of them on social media and on YouTube and shit like that is either us cheating on them or just us, period. Or just no, there's no good so-called black men, is this and that. But dude, why are
Oh
y'all
yeah.
talking about that when these people, when you got a group called trannies trying to take y'all over? I don't get that. I don't get it. The white feminists have brainwashed some of the black women to believe that the black men don't care about them and cannot financially provide for them. But honestly, that lets you know about the women, though, because why would you believe that? And why would you believe that coming from another damn? You know what? There's something we don't know. There's something we don't know. There's something you know what I'm saying? Because if y'all not really tripping off white women so much, why would y'all believe them what they have to say about us? Aren't y'all the ones that are with us? So-called black women, you're the ones that are fucking us and with us and courtshiping us and having babies with us. Why would you believe something another group has to say about us? I just think that's the weirdest shit. Other groups don't do that though, Shaq. They don't do that. Other groups don't. They won't believe something that another group says about their own men and women. They won't do that.
Yeah.
If you think about it, that's the craziest shit ever. It's like, damn, dude. Like, I mean, I don't want to hear nothing about no race. I don't want to hear nothing about racism no more, dude. Or like, oh, these white motherfuckers is crazy. Look how we treat each other, man. Look at how the psychology behind this shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, if I buy for somebody that's black and shit that look like me and shit, man, it's gonna be more expensive and this and that and this and that. We make excuses to not even buy from each other, dude. Like, wow. But we don't make excuses to buy from we make excuses to buy from the Koreans. We make
right.
We make excuses to buy from these other motherfuckers, these Arabs and shit that try to talk to us crazy. By the way, and we still buy from them anyway. But that makes sense though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna still keep taking your money and talking to you crazy because I know you're not gonna do nothing about it. It makes sense. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm gonna keep just like the vote. We keep, you know, you keep voting for us and we don't have to do nothing for you. That's perfect. It works out for me and you. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to do shit for you, and I get your vote. But damn, ooh, wow, bro, that's crazy. That's a tricky one right there, Shaq. That's a tricky one right there. Okay, Dorothy Pittman Hughes. Damn, Shaq, you familiar with that name? Why have I heard that name before? Dorothy Pittman Hughes.
Dorothy Pittman Hughes.
What did she do? Okay, she said betrayed. Let me see. She betrayed the community just because a white woman was paying attention to her, not understanding that. Oh, I think that's that lady, huh? Well, you talking about that lady that was posing with Gloria Steinem on that cover? That's what you talking about, huh? Okay, psychologically tortured watching white women all the time on television because white supremacy has elected white women to the standard of beauty in media. That's why they have the fat, like they'll have in the movies, they'll have like a fat sidekick, with the white girl and shit. You know what I'm saying? In these shows and these movies and shit, or they're having a so-called unattractive, so-called, you know what I'm saying? Because beauty is really not behind the eye of the beholder, but they'll have somebody that, you know what I'm saying, that to other people's standards or whatever doesn't look as good as the European chick, or just not as fit as her, right? They do that in these shows a lot, dude. I noticed that in these movies and shit. If you really peep it. You know, just like in Ghostbusters, they had the whack. The old girl, man, she be looking crazy, bro. Like they had her in that shit. What's her
Which
name?
one you talking about?
Oh man, bro. Like dude, them white girls is like I see it though. I get it though. You got to, you can't have somebody that looks better than them and shit because it's gonna, it's gonna take their shine away and shit. That makes sense. Damn, we don't see shit like that though, man. These movies do, man. These movies tell you the truth in so many, and they'll tell you the truth about stereotypes. They'll tell you it all subliminally though. You know what I'm saying? It's mad subliminal and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You know that shit hit your subconscious mind. You'll fucking think later on like, damn, whoop to whoop, man. Okay, that's why they did this shit. That shit is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit is fucking crazy. But I mean, of course, man, she's probably down with a secret society. She's probably a Lynx or some shit like that, or Eastern Star or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Gloria Star, they got paid and shit, and she was the poster child and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people aren't, just because they look like you don't mean they're you, That's real. Because remember, when these fake Nazi, whatever the fuck you want, skinhead, whatever the fuck you want to call these motherfuckers, them motherfuckers and shit used to talk that shit about other races, about us and shit, and racism, and they, oh man, nigger, this and that, and all these other, say all these other, terms for these other groups. But this, the main thing you used to say, one thing they hate the most was a race traitor. Didn't they used to always say that? Even back in the 60s. He's a race traitor. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? That's cool with so-called black or whatever the fuck the cases, or on our side or whatever the fuck. They used to hate them more than us. So what does that tell you? What did I say earlier before you came on, Shaq? We wanted to be integrated and they wanted to be segregated. They wanted to be segregated because they hated us. Why did we want to be integrated with them? Maybe because we love them, dude, or we praise them. So you see how that subconscious shit hits us, dude? Why would you want to be integrated with people that hate you, man. Damn, it's just so much shit with us, man. It's so much shit with us. You have to unpack, like you was just coming off a flight, bro. You have to unpack this shit. But I see why Dorothy Pittman would. I mean, look at some of these a lot of these misleaders. They did the same shit. They sold us out for the group, for the other society, right? You know what I'm saying? I think black women have to understand the game of white supremacy and not let images get to them, because it's designed to separate the black man from the black woman. We're hella separated, man. I mean, you got something called. See, I mean, I see like something called passport bros and shit like that. But a lot of them are going to countries that have melanated women, though. That's a little different.
Right. Yeah. Right. That's
So,
right. That's what they talk about. They
that's my
good. Yeah, they're not going. They're not going to a woman that's they don't value their authorities. They don't disrespect them. They don't. It's not combative to them.
Right.
Who wants that? Who wants to go through that?
What man in his right mind would want to? But meanwhile, look, these motherfuckers got something called a divester movement, and you know what that is? That's saying fuck you, black men. We're fucking with white men. What is that to say? Dude? Come on, man. Who's looking more crazy, dude? I'm not even trying to compare, but who's looking more crazy, man? Who's looking more crazy, man? Y'all have something called a divestment movement, dude. That is fuck divestment. That shit is diversive. I mean, you know what I'm talking about? What's the fuck's that word? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Divisive. That's divisive.
Right.
But see, why is it not labeled as that? Why is it not looked at as that? Right? Why is it not looked at as toxic and dangerous? How many of our women watch that shit? That's my question.
Great question.
How many of the women that look like us? Because I don't really think at this point we have women. But how many? I'm sorry, it's sad to say. How many women that look like us actually watch that shit, dude? They're talking about, oh man, ain't no good black men out there, but they won't even speak to you in public. How is that? How does that work? I have to say about the passport bros bashing black women is because they're still mad at the black woman that they can't get the attention of in the past and have rejected them. I mean, it could be some of it could be that, but at the same time, motherfuckers are tired of the attitude, man. Motherfuckers are tired of when you get a black woman, you know what I'm saying, or get one of them. How is it then? You know what I'm saying? They literally say no other group. You don't hear African women talking about I'm independent, bro. You don't hear, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they're probably on that shit now. When they come here, they get to acting crazy because a lot of them don't mess with so-called black men that are from out here. But that's another story. But you know what I'm saying? You know, that's my thing, man. It's just like, oh shit. But that's my thing. How does that work and shit? You know what I'm saying? Right? I mean, what are we on, man? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, why is it, they cooperate with their men, the African women, man. It's different out there. See, a lot of us haven't been out there, so we, oh man, we all these other YouTubers and all this other shit. Oh, I was at Africa and this how, or whatever. But we listen to what other motherfuckers have to say, and the mainstream too, in these movies and shit. How they glorify Africa or not glorify it. You know what I'm saying? But
yep.
And then they go these passport bros. I'm sorry, but these countries, these females are these females have cooperation. They listen. It's not chaotic like it is out here. If Kamala Harris, I'm sorry, if she was in the White House, it is chaotic already now. But it's bullshit. It's all staged anyway. No matter who's in the White House. But somebody like that needs to be that much more chaotic because they're chaotic beings, bro. They're you know what I'm saying? They're not builders. They're not fucking. They don't bring shit together. You feel what I'm saying? They don't build shit. They you know what I'm saying? They're chaotic. They like that's why they like drama. That's why you think about it. Females love fucking horror movies. They love gossip channels. They love blog fucking reality TV
Right.
show. They love that shit because they love drama, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's chaos. It's crazy. But I mean, I see what you're saying about the swirlers too, though. You know what I'm saying? But see, those swirlers are those people talking about divesting. Dude, what do you divest? What does that even mean? Divest, like, you know what I'm saying? They make it seem like us I guess upgrade. I don't know what the fuck. But see, that shows a lot about you, though. You're not getting back at me being a so-called black man. You're not getting back at me and shit because you talking about your people, though, dude. I don't. That means you too. You see how they do
Right.
that? Kind of like make it like it's getting back or backlash at you and shit. Or, you know what I'm saying? When they're talking about their damn selves, man. Like, see, that's that old segregating yourself again, and that's that old Vivica Fox shit, that old Fox Soul shit. Oh, Ice Cube, what you gonna do? What is that? What does that have to? What does that include for black women? So we're not. Wait. So we're not the same people, dude. What the fuck
Boy,
is?
that was the most dumbest shit ever, boy.
That's the stupidest shit. But see, I get it. You're on Fox News. You're on Fox. I get it. I
Yeah,
see.
I hate to say it. They're more loyal to the so-called white man, the white system, than they is to their own goddamn man. I mean, just be honest.
Shit.
Damn.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
Like, goddamn.
Dude, you fucking broke that shit down, man. And that's a fact.
Yeah, we supposed to be in this shit together, yo.
So they want to see that. Let's say when I hear they're independent, it's fishy because why are we not putting our money together?
Ooh.
Together, why are we not putting the money together? Yeah, man, that's crazy, bro. Why even be in a relationship with somebody then? I'm independent, man. I got my own shit. I'm a boss, bitch. Yo, yeah. If I have a dude, he better not be broke. Okay, so, so are you talking about the dude not being broke so he could put his money together with you and y'all could have a little small fortune, or so he could buy everything for you?
Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
If you're so independent, why do you need me to buy something for you? Ooh.
Damn.
Damn, dude. Shit.
Wow.
It's like, why? We got a lot of, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of this bullshit going on, dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean, dude, we trying this shit, man. And it's not just one sided, but dude, I mean, we're just breaking down shit that they say and do. As both of us, yeah, we both, as a group, we be tripping. But I mean, you don't see us men putting divestment on the movement and all that. You don't see that. And those passport bros are going to other countries with women that look like us. They're just another nationality. Ooh. So it's kind of different, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of different. It's kind of different. It ain't the same. You don't see us talking about we're gonna divest from y'all. It's just crazy, man. It's just, you know what I'm saying? They got us to where, I mean, so when you have the family broken up, like, you know, when the welfare system and all that back then and all that shit, then there you go. You know what I'm saying? There you go. You know, that's where this music come in. That's where the music come in. You guys, oh man, listen to this. Okay, you got got the fake thug. I ain't gonna lie, you got the fake thug purge hop and shit like that now. I'm talking about killing each other and all that, but shoot 'em up, bang bang. I agree, and I don't, you know what I'm saying? Be feeling that shit. Okay, I mean, you know what I'm saying? But you got what about what the women be rapping about? Oh man, cheat on this nigga, this and that. Just, you know, have him eat my pussy and you know what I'm saying? You know, get money for sex and, you know what I'm saying, and this and that, and you know what I'm saying, and crazy shit, man. Get the bag and take advantage of this nigga, this, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, dude, the bitch who was twerking at the Planned Parenthood, what's her name? Glorilla, talking about I got murder on my mind.
Right.
You see how we don't? Damn, dude. Why is that not called out? Why was that not? But see, women let that slide. Y'all let that go. Y'all let that go. Y'all was the ones bumping it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was bumping it. Jack, what do you think about this shit? That's real shit though.
That's what they. Hey man. Hey, we living it. We living it.
No.
We are living it.
Attention is gold to these women, or not women. Women don't act like that to these females, right? So, you know what I'm saying? And that's not good. So there you go. That's where the social media come in. That's where the manipulation of brainwash with the social media come in. Because guess what? Oh, why be with this dude, or if this guy approaches me, why, you know, hear his vibe, or you know what I'm saying, or take play or get play from this dude. You feel what I'm saying? When I could have Instagram, I could have fucking 50 motherfuckers hitting me up and shit. Fuck his attention. I could have 100 motherfuckers. Attention from 100 motherfuckers. And see, a lot of these females are treated like B-list celebrities, bro. Let's just be honest, dude. They get the attention like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Especially if they're so-called attractive, right? So, you know what I'm saying? What does that reinforce? You know what I'm saying? That blows their head up that much more, right? That strokes the ego that much more. So therefore, you have these females talking about it's hard to find a man. It's hard to find a man that ain't gonna cheat on them. They're single for this reason, that reason. No, you're single because a real man is gonna see through that bullshit. You're single because you want the marriage, but not the commitment.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying? You want to be called a wife, but don't want to be on that wifey shit. This is that simple. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. But see, we got brainwashed into this too, and coerced and all that into this too. You know what I'm saying? They don't got no other groups like that, dude. They don't got no other groups like that. They don't got no other groups like that. That's the thing and shit. That's the difference between us and other groups. And then they'll call you, oh, minority. Man, ain't nobody no damn minority.
Is it minority, huh?
See, they group you us like we're as if we have so much in common, and we're like so because we're not them. No, these people stick together. We don't have that in common. These people move as a unit. They'll put their money together. They'll stay with each other for like 30 years in one house and shit. But guess what? They're gonna be left the house. You know what we do? We sell our house, so nobody will be left that motherfucker. How about that? You know what I'm saying? We're not the same. You know what I'm saying? We don't have the same struggle because these motherfuckers put their head together and shit. These motherfuckers, they care about each other. They care about their people and their group. They love their group. They appreciate their group. We don't. That's the difference and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. But at the same time, look at it. So we have all these different, you know what I'm saying? And we don't get along with each other and shit and all this shit. So it's just like all these different things contribute and lead to problems amongst each other, amongst us, right? It's all problems. It's all just negative shit. So I mean, it's funny because we don't like when other people stereotype us, but we're the main ones that stereotype each other. Interesting how that works. We must think they're higher than us, dude. We must think that they're more higher beings than us, dude. That's real shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Oh man, it's racism and shit. All these motherfuckers be treating us all fucked up, man. This shit, man. These motherfuckers, man. Shit, I don't want to hear it because we're gonna treat the next motherfucker the same way. That look like us. So is it worse when they treat us like that? Or is it worse when we treat each other like that? Which one is it? Which one is it, man? We under this shit. This condition is shit tough. I mean, everybody, you know what I'm saying? No matter what group, or so-called nationality and shit that, in America, no doubt, you're under conditioning, one way or another, but we're really this shit.
Yeah.
You don't have other groups talking about they don't want to be with each other. You don't. Even Asians sometimes, go at each other and shit, the women really towards the men. But they still come together and they still own shit and they still fucking own shit in your neighborhood to a hood near you.
Oh, hood near you.
You know what I'm saying? They still own the Chinese spot. They still own the motherfucking laundromat. They still own the motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? The liquor store. They still own black hair, or so-called black. How they own the hair? Y'all love, you know what I'm saying? Y'all love a certain type of hair, whatever. That's on y'all, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, that's y'all women. But how do you let them take over this shit? Why? I mean, y'all. Oh man, y'all don't want to divest. Okay, why? How come y'all divestors are not investing in the black hair care industry then? Why y'all divestors not investing? You see that?
Ooh.
They invest in the rhetoric and the bullshit on social media and shit, but they don't want to invest in something that's really tangible. We got to stop it, man. As people, we got to cut this shit out, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to get to the real shit. What's going to really go on, man? You know, they talking about 2023 is all this worse shit and all this whatever. We're just going to let this ride out and play out, right? And see how the fuck this shit turns out. But fuck what all these other groups are going to do and shit. What are we going to do for each other? Just like what they said earlier on the channel, on what's the name's channel? Oh, no, on the channel I was listening to earlier. You know, the hell with those other groups and shit. You know what I'm saying? Those groups aren't our group. That's true. But see, other groups think like that. We don't. That's the thing. You got the Sheila Jackson Lees. You got these immigrants like her pushing all this shit for these other groups, right? But don't push shit for you. I think that's by design, don't you?
Yep.
I think
and we falling into it. We falling into the trap, baby. This should be a time where we should be sitting back, strategizing, observing and strategizing.
Ooh, shit.
Still getting your money, still making your connections, networking. You know, trying to find your niche crowd. You know what I'm saying? But we definitely should be observing and strategizing.
I like that a lot. Computer bots, Frank, I got a question. Where do you think some of these females got their behavior from? It's a cycle. The moms, the lack of father in the household. I'm not saying all. You know, I'm not trying to stereotype to say, you know, most. You know, what I'm saying most of us don't live with, you know, what I'm saying, with a father or nothing. But come on, let's just be honest and shit. A lot of us know people in our families or people where we weren't raised with a father. Let's just be honest. But I mean, the lack of father, you know what I'm saying? Moms and grandma was an asshole. Let's just be honest. Let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? You know, just lack of home training. There's no guidance. You know what I'm saying? Raising them to where making it to where they raise their own self. Really, you know what I'm saying? Just you don't teach them stuff, so how would they know? A lot of times, the moms and the grandma don't even damn know. These people ain't, you know, they're not talking about no damn Edward Berneys. They're not talking about no motherfucker. Let's keep it real. They're not talking about no reaching in and no, you know, Operation Mockingbird and no motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? No critical thinking shit or no public current events that, you know, have something to do with them. They're not thinking about that.
Shit, they call us conspiracy theorists for even thinking about the shit. Bring it up.
I know, man. And you see, the thing is, man, you know what I'm saying? You meet a female, you can't talk about no shit like this. She'll get turned off by this shit. You ain't gonna get a call from her ever again. You talk on the phone about her about this shit. And see, that's the thing. That's bad because we're supposed to be adults and shit. Now, I'm not saying the first, you know, even second time you get to, you know, talk to her or someone, you talk to her about something like this. But I'm saying, as you get to know a female, if you can't talk to her about stuff like this, then we got a problem. But I get it. She wants chaos. She wants drama. You know, I said earlier before you came on the feed, you know, these females dress a certain way for other women, not for us. They don't dress like this shit for you. You don't care about no damn eyelashes. You don't care about no motherfucker. Well, I really prefer a female not to have a wig or weave, but whatever. You don't care about no motherfucking all these sandals, whatever bullshit that they, you know, all that shit that they wear. You don't care about that shit. But see, they do that shit for other women though.
Right.
They get the BBLs. They don't go to the gym. So, or my bad, they'll get the BB. They'll go to the gym after they get the BBL. Why? If you went to the gym, you wouldn't have to get the BBL, dude. We're backwards, man. We fucking hella backwards, man. What the fuck? You get the BBL. I mean, you go to the gym after you get the BBL. You shaped like a wasp. You shaped like a motherfucking ant. You know what I'm saying? You shaped like a motherfucking, you know what I mean? Like but man, I just can't do it. I mean, these females, it's crazy because in the 90s, these women was talking bad about white women getting this shit. Oh man, she fake, she this and that, man. She got the fake titties and shit. Now they getting it. They going harder than the white woman now. Before the white broad, you should just get the fake titties and the little lips and shit. Now these broads are getting lips, titties, ass, cheek fillers and all this bullshit. I'm like, man, see, look, society points a finger and looks at you a certain way when you're unconfident as a man. But when a woman is unconfident and insecure about herself, nobody talks about that shit. It's not labeled as that. Y'all notice that? You getting surgery, we got a problem. You don't like yourself. You don't love yourself. You getting surgery. You enhancing your look. See, it's funny when Michael Jackson did this shit, he got clowned and shit. Y'all notice that? When Michael Jackson did this shit, everybody was clowning. Men, women, just period. So-called white, so-called European society. Everybody was talking bad about him, right? But women are doing the same shit now and nobody's saying nothing about it. You got the man, she thick, man. These dudes, oh man, oh, this and that. Honestly, if a female got a fake booty, I'm already turned off. I'm like, I'm good. Damn. It is fake. Damn. Shaq, you feel me? It's fake shit. When you confirm it's fake and shit, it's like, damn. Damn, that's some bullshit right there. It is fake. Her ass is fake as the fucking $3 bill. You know what I'm saying? Faker than a personality. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if we got that, boy, got that fix a flat ass.
On the real, man, who would want a female that looks like that, bro? Like, seriously. And you see a lot of these females on these shows. You notice that? On this TV with the fake. See that right there is propaganda. That's conditioning right there. You know what I'm saying? That's engineering consent. Their subconscious mind. Oh, shit, she had the BBL. Boom. You see somebody else with the BBL. Bam. I should get that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit weird, man. That shit crazy, bro. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Cats want kids one day, man, but it's like, I don't know. I be telling people I don't know how this shit is going, man. You can't even meet nobody. How the fuck, what the hell with the kids? What if you do meet somebody, boom, you got kids, boom, it don't work out child support. And they hit you with a debt. There's no debtors prisons or there's no debt jails, but then you go to jail for a debt. Interesting. But you can't go to jail for a cable bill, an old cable bill though. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Interesting how that works. We're just so lost. You know what I'm saying? We're lost, man. Computer. Then okay. Yeah, learn ratchet behavior from the white feminists. Also, one day I encourage you, as Shaq and Sean James, historical Hollywood women in crisis videos. Yeah, man. My boy BJ knows Sean James, man. I've been on some couple of feeds with him, man. He's dope. He's a beast because he be going in, Sean James. I ain't gonna lie, because the
Oh, really?
yeah, he be shit, dude. You hear his commentary like on women and shit. That motherfucker, man. Because the actresses back then were no different than the single mothers and the dysfunctional women of today. I believe the actresses were the precursors. You know what? I played it on one of my feeds a long time ago. I think you and BJ was on that shit. I know BJ was on it with that the shit I was playing with the that movie Claudine. Remember that movie Claudine that came out in the 70s?
Right, yeah.
Man, dude, like, see, that right there showed, you know what I'm saying? For one, it pushed welfare on other women, for one. And for two, it showed you, you know what I'm saying, if you had a more of conscious mind, and if you, was more awake and shit, that would show you as a woman not to do that. But unfortunately, it didn't. You know what I'm saying, to a lot of our women, and even the men. You see what I'm saying? It pushed it, it reinforced that on the women and shit. You know? Reinforce it and shit, welfare was they was giving them that shit, you know what I'm saying? The Homestead Act, the GI Bill, and all this shit back around welfare shit, you know what I'm saying? It was given around that World War II time, and it was given to their women. But see, how are we the main ones on it shit if they was giving it to them and it was made for them, by them, for them, like FUBU, right?
I was designed for them to get welfare and subsidies.
Right.
But they look down on so-called black folks when we get it. Like, you got people that's, come on now.
Just like the welfare, I mean, just like the reparations thing, dude. Like, damn, man. So every other group could get it, but you know what I'm saying. But when we get it, it's a problem and shit, man. That shit is weird. It says a lot, man. I think some of them that know about the black nationality thing, I think a lot, you know, some of them are in a disagreement for that. But most of them, like I said, most of them, just because you have a certain skin tone, them don't mean you're intelligent. It don't mean you're more intelligent than others. It don't mean that you know what we know, what me and you know about the nationality thing. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's just hatred. It's hater shit, hatred. Because they got the stereotypes reinforced from, you know what I'm saying? From the propaganda, you know, the stereotypes reinforced about us. You see what I'm saying, Shaq?
Yep.
That's basically what it was. You know, they reinforced these stereotypes, man, about us, and that's what happened, right? And then, you know, other groups see the stereotypes weren't just for us to feel a certain kind of way about each other. It's for a lot of other groups to feel a certain way about us too. You know what I'm saying? That shit work. You know what I'm saying? That shit work like a motherfucker, like a charm. Frank Shaq and Sean James at the late David Carroll said about the African proverb that that can rise no higher than the moral position of the woman. Damn, I heard that too. And that's the woman goes, so goes the race. Yeah, I've heard that too. That is a good point. Shit, because that's the nurture of the kids, and like that's the person that carry kids. You know what I'm saying? That's the person that's supposed to be more. You know what I mean? More. That's the person that has the motherly instinct and the instinct for the kids and instinct. You know what I'm saying? To protect the kids. So I agree. I agree, man. And see, when you raising your kids in a single parent household and shit with just the mom, that does damage. Not just we just, oh man, it's just the kid, you know, the sons and this and that and the men. No, it does damage to the women too, and the young women.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Right? Because and then you wonder why they get knocked up and have baby daddies instead of husbands.
Because see, they need to have that structure from the father. They don't necessarily they buck the mother, because it's two female energies there. You need the male energy to balance that female energy out, because they're gonna go at each other, and it's gonna be a certain level where they just gonna buck. They're gonna buck it. You know what I'm saying? The young female gonna buck the same thing with the young male. The young male gonna buck, you know, the father and stuff. But you know what I mean? That's why you need both male and female, mother and father. You know, some type of positive male figure there to balance it off, because you don't want to be too, you know, too feminine. You don't want to be too masculine.
Damn, man.
But that's why the creator knew what he was doing, or knew what they were doing. You know, they created both. You know, what we consider female and male. I mean, the female are receivers. We are supposed to be the givers. We're supposed to receive whatever we give and nurture it, cultivate it. You know what I mean? And produce it.
I mean, you ain't never lied, man.
You know, and that's why we're supposed to be protect, because you know, that whole process of, you know, planting the seed, and the seed is, you know, is developing, it's being, you know, growing. And see, that's another thing why it's not really designed for the women to do what men do, because they have their periods, man, at certain times of the month, and plus they get pregnant. So when they pregnant, and some women will do, you know, due to certain environmental circumstances, social circumstances, that they have to work while they pregnant and stuff like that. But that's not and an optimum working household or community unity, she shouldn't be working like that. That should be time for her to develop because she have a whole new life form inside her that she's incubating. And and we're there to protect that. We got to protect that because that's the legacy. We passing that on. You know what I mean? So that's why the mothers are designed to protect too, because in the animal kingdom, the mothers do all the protection. The mother do all that. The male don't do anything but protect. Most males is not around even when the damn baby's born. If you notice, it's the mother. But we're human beings, so we are supposed to be way more civilized. So we're supposed to be able to, work together as a team. But that balance has been thrown off, Frank. Someone knew how to interrupt that balance and threw it off. Well, we at each other's neck. We at odds. We competing for, who the best is. Is women better than men? Men better than women. Is women strong as men? Strong women. I'm gonna tell you. In a sense, when they talk about strong, men don't really want no strong woman. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If that's some type of fetish. Strength that they talking about. Mental strength, yes. We need that second mental strength because, like you said, it's a lot we have to take on too. We always out to compete, man. We got to compete with other males, black males. Then we got to compete with other, just like they got to compete with other females. And now with this gender, they got the males and female competing against each other on all races. But we're getting it the worst. The so-called blacks are getting it the worst. We're so competitive and so combative toward each other. It's bleeding though. I mean, you see other races doing it too, but not as much as ours. It's like I don't know, man, some type of spell or some shit they got on our ass. Some type of spell, Frank.
Some curse something, man. It's like, dude, fuck, man. It's just like they got us down bad like a motherfucking shit, man. It's just like you're right though, man. We we're supposed to be more civilized, you know what I'm saying? It's not just one or the other, you know what I'm saying? We both have roles to play, but at the same time, we got to come together like Voltron. And the thing is, we got to bring our money together, man. We're gonna have to do a show, but I'm gonna have to do it like, you know what I'm saying? Like a just modern dating show, you know what I'm saying? It won't necessarily be dating advice, but it'll just be talking about the shit that we talking about now. We're gonna have to have a couple of females on this motherfucker, man, but it can't be no art. See, I notice when we do shows, either us or like other cats or whoever we doing shows like this with women and shit, it's always an argument, man. And it's mostly a lot of from the females that don't agree. And it's like it doesn't work like that in the real world. You don't argue with your boss. That is that bars right there. You don't do you talk like that to your boss? No, you don't talk like that to your boss at work. Does that make sense, dude? Like, so bring and talk that shit and bring that shit home and shit that that negative bullshit and argument, but you don't act like that to the boss at work when something cracks. Interesting how that works. We're too money oriented, the men and the women. We're too money is everything. You know what I'm saying? We're too. That's another problem. We're too.
See, we too money, but we still don't know how to do it with the money when we get it though, and we don't know how to use it as a team. We still so selfish with it. We just so, me, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. We want too much, man. Damn. If we protect each other and provide each other with the needs we want, the needs, those wants, I don't know, man. I think we get caught up in too much want. So we in that stage of where we unsatisfiable.
Oh shit.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
It's like I always want this. And if you miss out one time of not doing this or spend the money at this time or then the motherfucker want to kick you, then you the worst motherfucker in the world.
Wow.
So we have to, it's things we have to correct, man. These are some things we have to be able to at least have the conversation, put it all on the table, let one another speak their grievances, their lived experiences, throw them all out there on the table. We're gonna go back and forth. It's gonna be a debate, but it should be constructive debate, not a destructive debate
Damn, bro.
or conversation. I don't even want to say a debate because we're trying to get to some solutions.
That's some bars right there, Shaq. That's some real ass shit, man. Damn, that's that's real shit. And that's just like, man, yeah, man, because it's like you're right, dude. There's no invest. I think I said something like that similar on another feed. There's no investment with us, dude. There's no, you know what I'm saying? Put our money, even like with these other groups and shit. You know what I'm saying? They put your money together and shit. On some house or apartment shit. You know what I'm saying? Then everybody moves out, fucking individually and shit, dude. Everybody's saving, not even that, because we can't live with each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, dude, you're right. Dude, when we get our money, dude, it's flossing, man. It's rims, it's cars with sounds in it. You know what I'm saying? It's never no liquor store. It's never no motherfucking laundromat. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
right,
man. But it's always a church. Why is it always a church, man? You know what I'm saying? And guess what? When you have a church, you take money from other people that look like you. Ooh. But you don't give nothing back though. Just like a liquor store. Same shit. You ain't giving nothing back. Damn, man, we just spent some hot fire, man. It's just like, but it's this conversations need to be had, man. Are we grown people here or not? You know what I'm saying? That's my question. Are we grown people here or not? You know what I'm saying? That's my question, man. Are we grown motherfuckers, man? It's like, cause like, damn, like I can see children acting like this. That makes sense for kids to be acting like that. Would make perfect sense. But what the fuck, man? It's like, you know what I'm saying? Shit, man. It's crazy, man. It really is fucking crazy and shit, man. But see, we come to with solutions on shows like this. They don't get no views. Very interesting how it works and shit. Other motherfuckers, get all the views and shit. No solutions. It's perceived solutions. It's, oh, let's go march somewhere, or let's go fucking demand this, or let's go motherfucking let me make a fucking this museum or something that which we don't even need, but you know what I'm saying? It's just shit that it's just crazy, bro. It really is crazy. It's crazy, man. We don't need a lot of that shit. We need unity for one. Then okay, we need a game plan after that. Point blank. Period. You know what I'm saying? But see, we think like we're advanced thinkers. You know what I'm saying? Me, you, BJ. You know what I'm saying? Cats like us. Cats that be on these feeds, we're advanced thinkers. These people aren't even thinking, bro. It's like, so we're like on 5 levels ahead of them. You know what I'm saying? We're on like, you know what I'm saying? It's like we're on the hardest mode that you could pick on the game. You feel me? It's like not even trying to like toot our horn or nothing, but dude, like this is advanced thinking right here. This is like pre fucking calculus in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Cats is still on fucking the basics and shit. You know what I'm saying? The thinking needs to change. Oh man, this is my New Year's resolution, man. I'm gonna have a New Year's. My New Year's. How about change your thinking? How about that? How about you know what I'm saying? How about cut all the TikTok challenge and this challenge and bad good knees challenge? How about this? My challenge is let's come together. That's the challenge, and that's an actual challenge. How about that? How about put our money together? That's one thing I do agree about with Claude Anderson is the aggregating of the money, putting your money together. That makes perfect sense, bro. That was very well stated. You know what I'm saying? And see, you can't say that that's bullshit or nothing or prop. You know what I'm saying? Because if we did put our money together, shit would happen, though. So that's not bullshit. You can't say he was leading people astray. You know what I'm saying? Because that's that was some good ass fucking advice and shit. A good strategy. You got some cats that say we need to be segregated. All right, fine, but what are we gonna do when we segregate it? I mean, shit, we had to work together before when we were segregated. We wouldn't have the same kind of mindset. It was different. You know what I'm saying? Now that we could go to JCPenney's now. Ooh, we could go to motherfucking, right? We don't have to go to the corner store, you know what I'm saying? That Big Mama owned, you know what I'm saying? We could go to CVS now. We could go to the Arab liquor store now, you know what I'm saying? All this integration, you know? We could go to Sears now, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to shop with each other no more. That shit's burning, bro. That doesn't make no sense. That's backwards. It should be we have to we could shop with each other. It should be that versus we don't have to no more. We be tripping though, dude. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you know what I'm saying, we're not just the only group. You know, a lot of us are under this psychological warfare. You know what I'm saying? We're under this conditioning. We're under this brainwashery, this animal husbandry, all this shit. You know what I'm saying? These false narratives. You know what I'm saying? These false solutions and shit. You know, these scammers and shit. Literally scammers. You know what I'm saying? We're under all that shit, man. And this is not good. It's not good at all. You know what I'm saying? This is horrible. You know what I'm saying? But we got, as grown people, we got to, okay, now we got what we going to do. We got to fess up to this shit and, you know, man, what we going to do after this shit? You know what I'm saying? That's my question. What we going to do? You know what I'm saying? We got to come, this time is now. You feel what I'm saying? But see, we won't even come together with other YouTube. It's just weird how this works, man. I see this YouTube shit is weird and the social media shit is weird too. It's almost as like motherfuckers know each other and shit, so this is what you're going to do. You know what I'm saying? Or it's different type of lanes. Okay, this is the fucking, you know, these are the cats that, these are the sports YouTubers. These are the motherfucking gamer YouTubers. These are the motherfucking YouTubers that talk about, you know, gangbanging history. These are the YouTube, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't know how to explain it, man. It's just too divided too, man. It's just like, kind of like these, you know. Yeah, man. But we gotta come together, man. It's just ain't funny because we just showed you how they fuck with your news media. They fuck with your news. They fuck with your motherfucking, literally fuck with your head. Psychological warfare. You know what I'm saying? What we gonna do about that, right? It's like, we told y'all. You feel what I'm saying, Shaq? We told y'all.
Right? Yeah, we definitely, we keep talking about the older people dropping the ball, but we missing opportunity. Like you said, we got these platforms. Yeah, we don't own them, but we operate them, we control them, right? And like you said, we supposed to be doing connecting in a unified, you know, podcasters, directors, producers, you know, videographers, you know, all that, doctors, you know what I mean, doctors. You know what I mean?
Man.
And some people trying to do it, but we got to make a push to do it more, because we talk about the problems, but one of the solutions is unifying.
Man.
Coming together in a common grounds, a like-minded grounds. We're not gonna all agree on everything. We're not gonna like any and everything every person do, but we should come together in a common ground, a common goal, unity, community. We're not gonna agree with everything, but we should be able to be mature enough to be able to disagree, to agree to disagree. And if I disagree with you, don't mean I dislike you, I hate you. I just disagree with you on a particular situation.
So I think we think that we have some kind of connection with that, and having beef or something, man. Like, dude, but I get it. You got a lot of YouTube channels pushing that. Oh man, so and so got beef with this person. So and so is gonna catch a fade with this person, and man, this person, these YouTubers are falling out. It's like you got a lot. I get it though, We kind of promote a lot of the stupid ass shit too. Our damn ignorant shit, our damn self. Like you were saying, we could control. We don't own YouTube and nothing like that. We do control what's on this motherfucker on our individual feed. No excuse. No excuse. You know what I'm saying? That's real, man. You know what I'm saying? We going in, man. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with you, man. We gotta, we gotta come together with some kind of common ground, some kind of community right now and shit, man. It's, you know what I'm saying, make it happen because. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about 2023 supposed to be like this and that and crazy and this and that and financial all shit. We got to really fuck it. You got to ride the Titanic out. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit. We got to ride that motherfucking Titanic out, man. We really do, man. This shit is, what we gonna do about this shit? What we gonna do to change the situation? That's the question. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit. Damn, Shaq, that's real shit though, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, um, and a lot of these, you know what I'm saying, cats and shit, and content creators and stuff is not making this shit any easier either. You know what I'm saying? With the shit they push, man. But like you said, man, you know what I'm saying, we got to come with as a community, man, and come through with some common, you know what I'm saying, unity, man. Like right now, everything, you know what I'm saying, does not have to. We don't have to agree with everything each other says. You feel what I'm saying? That's just stupid to even think. Weird to even think that we do. You know what I'm saying? Really.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, dude. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? That's real, man. But we going to be on it, man. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate Shaq for coming on this motherfucker. We've been on here for a hot minute. You know what I'm saying? I know it's ladies and motherfucker out there where you at.
Yeah. Shit. You know, it's always a pleasure, man, to jump on out. Hey, man, we need to start jumping on, we need to start going on Instagram Live. Need to talk shit on the Instagram Live, too. Get that shit popping.
I could do a shit. I'm down. Shit. I ain't tripping. I'm down with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, jump on that bit live, nigga. Get it popping on there.
That'll be dope, man. Because
shit, invite motherfuckers in to the conversation on Instagram Live. Shit.
You're right. Too. A lot of times on platforms like that, we already got more followers. You know what I'm saying? And more influence, a little bit more influential and shit because more mutual, you know what I'm saying? More mutual motherfuckers know you and you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? And you know somebody else. And it's just like, I see what you're saying, man. So I'm down for that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, Facebook Live, whatever, you know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Shit. I'll tap back in with you, man, you know. Check me out on the ground.
Yeah, shout out, you know what I'm saying, your information before you bounce, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's on Shaq_Edwards on Instagram. Shaq Wall YouTube channel. Shaq Edwards Facebook. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, man. Word up, man.
Yeah, I'll let your boy hit you with the DMs. We can jump on Instagram Live, have some conversations, extend the conversations, man. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, for sure, man. So I'm
But
with
I
it.
sure appreciate it, Frank, man. You take it easy out there in Cali, man. You ain't get hit with that weather, is you?
Nah, man, it's not raining. See, that's what I was saying earlier. It's not gonna rain out here for the whole week, like out here where I'm at. This part of Southern California, but that's like Central California. You know what I'm saying? Like going towards the fucking north and shit. So yeah, man, I didn't even know it was raining out there till I heard some shit earlier. I'm like, what? I thought it stopped raining damn near the whole motherfucking state, but it's weird, man. Like I was saying, that's why I played a video earlier before you got on about the that Operation Popeye, that weather modification shit, man. Like this is weird and shit because they talking about, oh man, this is more than the average national rainfall stuff in 2 weeks and all that. I'm like, something don't sound right about that, you know? Something don't sound right. That don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? And it's only January, you know? So it's like, it's weird, man. You just gotta be careful, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, because they got that and they got heart. And I think one of the next shows I'm gonna be talking about that too, man. And shit, man. And talk about this, you know what I'm saying? This Operation Mockingbird, man, Operation Paperclip. That's when they brought the Nazis, you know what I'm saying? Brought the Nazis out here from Germany and shit, you know what I'm saying? Talking about, see, if you're not with the Nazis, why would you bring them? You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, bro.
Right.
Hell yeah. Well, I appreciate
I'll get up with you. Yeah, do your thing, man. Holler back at me Thursday,
For sure, Big Shaq.
All right.
Man.
Salute.
All right, salute. Peace. Word. Yeah, I'm about to get off here, y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate you for rocking with me, man. Shit, it's almost 4 hours in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? If y'all could share this out to y'all peoples, man. Share this out to y'all social medias. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Share this out, man, because you're gonna get more, you know what I'm saying, 100% real content, man, every time. Fuck with me, you're gonna get facts, you're not gonna get no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because if I lie or mislead you or something, lead you astray, that I'm really leading myself astray, right? What do I get out of telling you lies and bullshit? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Y'all stay up, man. Peace out. Share this out. Once again, like, comment, share this out to y'all social media. And I'm gonna get at y'all, man. Might do some, if not Friday, Saturday, all right? Y'all stay up. Peace, peace.